You promote this?
Barely. We're live.
Put something on.
So hello, everyone. I am Raptor from the Low Castle. But most of you are here because Dan, Taxation, and Stuffed Behrman is doing all of these. How's it going, man? It's been a while since we hung out and talked like this.
Has it? I feel like it's just been a couple days.
Well, I'm not on stream.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, if you count, while I hung out with you, while we both hung out with 500,000. Oh, I read that wrong. 500 million live viewers from around the world in 17 different languages and 147 different countries. Well, yeah, then it's been a while.
When was that?
The last time that we had 147 different countries and 19 languages and 500 million viewers. That must have been July, May. When was Titfest?
Did we get up to higher numbers than I remember? Because I don't remember it getting anywhere near that.
Yeah, 500 million and 3 or something.
So I'm really sorry, Liberty Prime, but that's not looking like it's going to happen. He's doing 11%, which is good, but nowhere near what we were hoping for.
11% is pretty good. What do the other turds have? Or excuse me, what do the turds have?
So the Republican has 59%, the Democrat has just under 30, and then Rainwater has 11. So even together, the Libertarian and the Democrat would be getting crushed by the Republican. It's Indiana. We knew that.
Yeah, that sounds that right there is like, I mean, the percentages are a little bit different, but that's about what I expect from the presidential race. Republicans way up there, the Democrats a shameful loss, and then the Libertarians where we always fall.
So I think last time we had like 3 point something. I think that tonight it's gonna be 1.5. 1.5 will be the best we could possibly do.
Yeah. If she got a little bit more, I wouldn't be absolutely shocked, but I think you're probably right to estimate a little bit lower than Johnson, because everybody loves Johnson. Everybody loves a Johnson.
Oh, Florida just started turning red. That race is over. Because the panhandle still has to be counted, and it's already red. That race is over. Trump's won. It is what it is.
So I'm uploading this video right now. That's why I'm a little bit quiet. I'm over here deviously uploading a video to YouTube and Facebook. That hey, can we throw it in here?
Is it the one that you sent me?
Yeah.
We probably could. I could just pull it back up and throw it in at some point. Do you want to do it now?
No, let's wait till we get like closer to 600 million viewers, and then
okay,
drop it all on them. Yeah, this was like literally something I just shit out yesterday. I was like, this would be awesome. Let me get my mic, and like I typed up some words and then I read them into my microphone very angrily. And then I have a beautiful, wonderful masterpiece artwork.
I did like it. It was really good.
Thanks. We'll have to. I wish I had come up with it sooner, because like I wanted to release it like yesterday, but yeah, you know me. Like I'm the kind of guy that's like, I've got my high school final report is due in 3 months, and I wait till like 2:00 the morning of the due date to like start writing it, to like start opening the book that I'm supposed to be reporting on or whatever, and just barf up some crap on paper, and sometimes it turns out really great. I always fancied myself as a wonderful bullshit artist.
So my thought. So I'm going to pull this back up so you guys can see what I'm looking at. So this is Florida. Trump is at 49.7. Biden is at 49.4. Biden's been leading all night because Miami, West Palm Beach, Tampa, and Orlando came in early. And then Trump's has been chipping away at it as it gets out of the cities. And now they're going into the panhandle, which is more Alabama than Florida. So Trump's won. It is what it is. Georgia's been competitive back and forth, but it's mostly the cities that have reported. So they're projecting that Georgia's going to go red. South Carolina has been called. That's not really a surprise. Joe has at 1%. Actually, I said, dude, Jorgensen's at 1 in Georgia. She's lagging behind in Florida. We expect that in a battleground state. Alabama hasn't even had votes counted. They're already calling it. Same with Mississippi and Tennessee. Or I guess Tennessee has votes. Joe's getting crushed. Oh, boy. What's the percentage? Oh, that's only 1%. We'll see how that goes. She's at 2% in North Carolina, though. Trump is currently winning North Carolina, which is considered a battleground state in this election. I'm not exactly sure why. This one I don't get because they're calling Virginia for Joe Biden. 20% in, Trump is crushing him. So I'm wondering if they know something, like, obviously it depends on which parts of the states have voted, blah, blah, blah. I don't know what they know, but that is a little lopsided the other way at 20% reporting for me to feel safe about calling a state the opposite direction. Maryland.
Wouldn't it be absolutely hilarious if, like, the Libertarians had like 97%, but there was only 3% reporting?
Like we just won a town in that town.
Yeah, we won, and then like all night we have to watch it going from 97 to 96 to 95, all the way down to like 2%. But I kind of feel like that already happened with what was that newspaper that reported that Joe got like 70%, but then they were like, oh no, we were just testing our reporting system. Those aren't real numbers.
Yeah. I don't know why Maine hasn't kicked out results yet. New Hampshire is not really reporting a whole lot yet. So New Hampshire is the weird one because it's the only state in this, the upper Northeast here where it's considered in play. I do know, I was looking at it earlier. So Joe is at 1.7%. And Justin and AJ are both, and then whoever that Zachary person is, they're both they're all outperforming Joe. So clearly the Libertarian Party is doing much better down ballot than it is top of the ticket.
Wait. I wasn't paying attention to that. You said some nobodies are beating Joe where?
Okay, so Joe is at 1.7% in
she said.
Here, if you want it bigger, here. Is that bigger? Can you see it better?
There we go.
She's at 1.7% in New Hampshire. Mm-hmm. If you go to U.S. Senate, Justin O'Donnell is at 2.4%. So he is outperforming the top of the ticket by a significant margin.
Well, that's awesome.
As is Zachary Dumont, and Andrew Olding isn't outperforming as well, but still outperforming the top of the ticket.
Interesting. Well, okay. New Hampshire, those are all Vermin Supreme people. So they're probably like, Vermin didn't get it. I don't get this Joe chick. Fuck it.
Mm-hmm.
We'll vote.
Well, I figured they would have gone with Spike at least, right? They got their VP at least. That's a fair point. What's Justin O'Donnell running for? Senate,
yeah. Oh, that guy's awesome, man. I got to hang out with him. I got to hang out with a lot of those guys when I was out there in New Hampshire. That was really fun. I was tempted. They took me to a speakeasy that was amazing, and I was like, dude, I got to come back here. I'm not going to give any more details about that. In fact, that speakeasy doesn't even exist anymore from what I hear. But I was like, I want to fucking move here. This is amazing.
Is it New Hampshire where all the free staters are? Like that's the free state? Yeah.
I heard, I don't know if this is true or not. I heard that started getting like too commercialized and lost the original spirit. I don't know if that's true or not. I know because like I used to be into the rave scene. I know that's kind of what happened there. Like I used to like go in and hang out in like the fucking like empty warehouses and shit where like a DJ would set up with some lasers and everyone would just be wasted on like all kinds of drugs.
Mm-hmm.
That was
one does.
Yeah, and then but now it's like yeah, $87 to get in and $50 for a watered down vodka.
Speaking of watered down vodka, my fucking screwdriver better be here soon. Elfie, if you're watching this, where's my damn alcohol? So,
I got your screwdriver right here. I know I had to pull out like the little micro screwdriver set because I'm a fucking nerd.
I don't have any of those anymore. I used to have them for like I tinkered a lot, but
I got a regular one right here. I didn't even see it.
So yeah, Trump is starting to really walk away with Florida. I'm okay calling that. I think everyone's okay calling that, really. Joe's vote share is slightly going up. It was at 0.4 earlier, so she's doing better in the northern parts of the state, I guess. Considering that Georgia was considered a battleground, I think she's doing pretty well there. It looks like all of the big cities are in Georgia except for Augusta, and Trump is still in the lead, so I think Georgia's over as well. So now it kind of shifts focus: Pennsylvania, Ohio, Michigan.
Oh my God! I swear, I fucking hate Facebook so much, man. What? I just want to start. How do I start a fucking watch party? I've been over here for like 10 minutes clicking on everything. I know I have a little bit of alcohol in my system, but how? How do you start a watch party?
Just
like it's you click share, and then I think what happened is a watch party is now considered a complex entity, and I'm probably restricted from what's it called? Interacting with complex entities. I think that's what happened.
Yeah, I can't really.
Twitter.
I can't really do it either, actually.
Share it to a group. And I totally abuse. So I try, when I share things to groups, I try not to go overboard and like share it to like things where it's totally not relevant. Like I'm in a group called Cancun Expats. Yeah, I shared it there because like I'm just like everywhere. It's going everywhere tonight.
I need to share it to your meme stats. There we go.
Oh yeah, I think I did already.
Whatever.
What were we talking about? Like right before we went live, and I was like, wait, we should stop talking about this and wait till we go live.
I forget. Oh yeah, okay. We're professionals.
Yeah, absolutely. Captain Doofy reporting for service.
Okay, so we have results coming in from Pennsylvania. So the only thing that's really gone through is Pittsburgh, and only part of it. That's why you're seeing this big discrepancy. Don't consider Pennsylvania anything yet.
That's Sam Rob's territory.
Fuck Sam Rob. I'm just kidding. I love Sam.
Well, somewhere in Pennsylvania. I don't know. I didn't realize it was bigger than one city.
Well, no, there's two cities.
Oh,
there's Pittsburgh and Philly.
What's there's like a couple other little dots in there. What are those?
Allentown and Erie. Erie is, I don't know. I wouldn't call.
Oh, I have heard of Allentown. I think that's where I get car parts from, or I used to get car parts from.
Mike, the anarcho Uncle Bobby, wants to know how our shit show is going. It's going splendidly.
Are we supposed to be taking a shit?
This show is us taking the shit.
I didn't prepare for that.
I have IBS. I'm always.
I've got some bran muffins here. No, these aren't bran muffins. These are super cookies. Tonight's show is sponsored by Super Cookies. You can only get these at... Oh, that's not my camera. You can only get these in Mexico. Fucking Americans. I'm just kidding, guys. You know I love you. You know I love America. I'm just staying here out of the danger zone.
of the riots. Yes.
Yeah. Holy shit. What did the Bumblebee post today? That cities are boarding up just in case the party of tolerance loses.
Yeah, the party of love and tolerance. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just I don't want to pull up any professional broadcasts because I don't want to
Okay, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop trying to figure out how to do a watch party, and I'm gonna try to get onto something more interesting. Has anyone ever noticed how ridiculous my laugh is?
So you said you had some guests lined up to come on at some point, right?
Oh shit, that's what I'm supposed to be doing. Sending this link out.
I've got a couple people that want to come in too, if that's okay.
The more the merrier.
So in Virginia, I'm really surprised at how high up Joe is in Virginia. And I'm still really surprised that they're calling that state when there's such a big swing. Like I don't get it, but whatever.
They're all swingers there?
Oh man, I'm in the wrong state.
Yeah, apparently like the whole world is going poly, and I didn't get the memo.
Like Polly Pocket?
No, like polyamorous.
Oh. I don't think the whole world is. I think we have our libertarian bubble for that. Joe, 1.1 in Oklahoma. Kanye with 0.2. Loving it strong there, Kanye. So Oklahoma had a bunch of libertarians. Yeah, so the libertarian for Senate is slightly outperforming. Let's check House races. No libertarian there. Oh, that son of a bitch. Yeah, fuck him.
Who?
Richie Castaldo.
Why are you so mean to his mom? Is she really a bitch?
I mean, she did a terrible job raising him. That's all I can say. Bob White's doing pretty decent for a candidate that doesn't even have a profile picture on Google. 2.2% in Oklahoma. Respectable. Man, when's Nebraska's going to start kicking? Oh, I guess it's too early. Let's look at Kansas and.
Uh-oh. Did you get disconnected? Did I get disconnected? Oh, this is awkward. This is awkward. Guys, wait, where's the messages? Where's the comments? Can someone comment? Can you guys still hear me? Oh. Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, see, there he goes. I'm there. He's loading. Well, I guess I'm hosting this show on my own. Oh, there he is. So I'm off inviting people to this. Yeah, let's call it officially. Let's call it a shit show. Why not? Well, we are not the shit show. It's the live stream of the shit show that is the election. There we go. See how good I am at marketing? I just came up with that. I'm proud of myself. So we've got some other candidates who are at watch parties right now, and we're trying to get them to tune in. So hopefully we'll have some candidates showing up. But you know how libertarians are. They're probably drunk by now, so maybe that's not going to happen. I also have this really awesome video that we released today that I'm gonna have to. We're gonna actually air that video during this show as soon as Zach gets back. He just sent me a message. My internet! Exclamation point. He didn't really yell it, but because there was an exclamation point there, I interpreted. I know I don't have to explain that. I just felt like it was necessary. talk shit about candidates. But I don't know if I can. Let me see if I can share my screen. Let me see if I can find something interesting that's not Pornhub to bring up here. 2020 election results. I think is it on Google? I know CNN has one. Anyway, guys, so there have been a lot of anarchists that I've seen arguing today on the internet about how they weren't going to go out and vote. I'm talking about you behind your back. Okay. Now I have to stop. No, I'm kidding. I was talking about anarchists who are not going to go out and vote, even for Joe. And it was funny because they posted a picture of it was 10 people lined up at a voting booth. And it said, these people think that voting is going to get rid of tyrants. And I was like, no, 97% of those people are voting for tyrants.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So fucking anarchists. You can't reason with them.
Mm-hmm. Do we want to start bringing in a guest? We have one person who's not connected, so they need to fix their stuff, and then one person who is connected.
I can't see the guests.
Okay.
Because I'm not admin.
Oh, well, you could have fixed that.
I know. I'm gonna see if I can log in.
What's up, guys?
How's it going? So this is Eric. He's my partner in crime for doing fucking D&D stuff.
Yeah, I'm your partner in crime for seducing harems.
Yes.
Ooh.
That's what I do.
Hey, Polly. Everyone. Oh.
Yeah, everyone's Polly. Eric goes there too. So.
Riding on. That's the only train I ride on, I guess.
I guess it is a train, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, not the Trump train. Although I have to say, honestly, the only reason I want him to win the popular vote is because I live in Maryland, and Maryland is one of those states that will award its electoral votes to whoever wins the popular vote. Because all of these obnoxious communists have been complaining about the popular vote for 4 years, and I just think it would be the sweetest of ironies for Maryland to have to go red because of their crying about the popular vote.
No, we have a huge. If you look at our viewer count, it's all spread out everywhere but the Twitch, because I don't think anyone watches your Twitch, dude.
Yeah, probably not. Wait, my Twitch? Yeah.
Yeah, because I can't use my Twitch because we're actually partnered, so I can't be on our Twitch and a bunch of other things.
Oh. Yeah, no, I actually had a group of 10 trolls show up on my Twitch the other day, which was really awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And it was kind of fun too, because one of them was because they're all there fucking libertarians, listen to these morons, they can't even get a sentence out, oh, these degenerates. And then one of them was IRS, this show is sponsored by the IRS, give them a plug. So I gave him a plug. I gave a shout out to the IRS and said something to the effect of, if you love taxes and you want to pay more, call up your local government at irs.gov and give them some money. They need it bad.
So going over,
and I got kudos from one of the fucking trolls over that. That was kind of cool.
Nice. Okay, so I still don't understand this. Maybe Eric, you can help me with this. They have called Virginia for Joe Biden forever ago, but Trump is leading by 20 points with 30% reporting, and it looks like Richmond and Norfolk have been counted. Where the fuck are these? Is he going to make up over 250,000 votes?
Okay, so the dirty little secret of what the media does is that you have to look at what the turnout is for each county. So when they say, what's the scroll down just a little bit? What's the total percentage of vote?
29 in.
Okay.
IRS doesn't pay for roads, Tim. Sorry.
Yeah. God, and they don't build the roads either. But what they do with the numbers is they basically say, okay, so there's there are 100,000 votes in this county, and we don't necessarily know We don't know the exact turnout, but if they believe that the numbers will flip in the end, they're going to. Now, Virginia is a blue state. The one thing that I will say is actually I've seen 2 of the congressional races in Virginia are awfully close for a Republican flipping the seat. I think it was like Nick Freitas down in the Richmond area.
Oh, he's winning. Last time I checked, he was kicking their ass. Yeah. Just a second.
So Nick Freitas is actually winning.
Winning.
Yeah, there
he won. That's over 84%, and he's crushing her.
Yeah. Okay. So he's completely won. And if I remember, that's for Congress, right? This congressional District 7. Okay. And he didn't. And if I remember, I think he lost that race 2 years ago.
Did he?
Maybe it was 4 years ago. I don't think he's I don't think he's an incumbent. See, now I have to go look at stuff. Now, what would make this better is if I had a giant monitor behind me to.
Okay, so he lost the U.S. Senate race.
Yes, that's it.
Losing the Republican nomination to Corey Stewart.
Okay, so he trounced it in this one. See, what I really need, I need one of those giant ridiculous iPads that they use on Fox News, so I can sit here and go swipey and act like I know what I'm talking about. But no, what they do with all this is basically it's kind of like calculating health insurance. It's like actuarial information. So even though Virginia, even though those ballots have been counted, the thing is Virginia's been a blue state for 2-3 election cycles, presidential election cycles, because you have all of these idiots that leave Maryland and then go to Virginia and then vote for the same politicians that ruined Maryland. And so you're just spreading the cancer around.
California to Texas.
Yes, exactly. And California sucks.
Fuckers.
And California should just fall off the face of the earth and make us all happier.
I genuinely want Trump to win, if only to give fuel to the California succession movement.
Yeah. Get them out of the country.
Yeah, see, that doesn't work because once California realized they can't succeed, they move to Texas. You gotta keep Californians hopeful so they stay there.
No. See, we build a wall. All right.
Yeah, keep them hopeful until that wall is up.
We build a giant wall
around Texas.
Yeah, and no, and we make Facebook and Twitter pay for it. All right. And every time Jack Dorsey goes in front of Congress and lies, the wall gets 10 feet tall.
But you know how you get California to pay for their own wall? You tell them we're coming for their jobs.
The jobs?
What jobs?
Yeah, they don't have any jobs in California.
Yeah, exactly. So they'll be even more pissed off, right? I don't know.
Yeah. There's no there's people make $180,000 out there and they're on food stamps.
We're coming for your Teslas. Hey.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, who's this? Hi.
Hi.
Myra's one of our cool candidates.
Oh, she's a serious person. Okay.
Oh, I am a serious person. I'm sorry.
You killed my buzz, Myra. I'm really disappointed.
I didn't mean my wave to be serious.
I'm gonna go cry now.
I was just waving.
I'm so done.
How's it going, guys?
I am just starting my first screwdriver. Dan's about a beer in at this point, so I think it's going pretty good.
And 2 cocktails.
What's
that you got there, Myra?
I mean, everybody's poly, so there's always going to be 2 cocktails.
That is vodka and Gatorade Zero.
Ooh,
interesting.
Not that different than what I'm drinking then.
It is no carbs.
Oh, it sounds like Hawaiian Punch and soju.
I have beer in a can, which is
I have that too.
yet American.
So how are you feeling about your race? Have you gotten any indication?
I have zero indication. I'm really after this week. I'm completely just letting the gods take care of it, if that makes sense.
What's it say on the map there?
Well, how many?
Iowa hasn't gone yet.
Did you sacrifice any goats?
I didn't. No, and there were no virgins in the volcanoes. I don't know.
You guys don't know how to throw a party.
I know, right?
Your first election, isn't it?
No, actually, this is not your first election, right? You've
No,
run
this is
before.
my second.
Oh,
God,
well,
you did this to yourself twice.
I did.
Huh.
Yeah.
that's what I say about getting married.
All right, so I know Zach and Dan. I don't know who.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is Eric. He's kind of with me. I don't
Hi,
really
Eric.
claim him, but
That's
No,
Zach.
it's not kind of with you. Okay, we are together. We are bonded. We are a unit. Okay, like I'm not gonna tolerate this nonsense from you, Zach.
I told
I
people
just got
to watch this show.
I just got this brilliant idea, and I think Facebook is going to do it in the 2024 election.
what?
They're
I
going to
don't
make a
think-
website that says you can vote online, so everyone's going to go vote online thinking that it actually counts when really it doesn't. So then all the Democrats can just get in with their fake votes into the polls and win.
I don't think
there
Republicans
will-
would trust Facebook to vote.
I don't think there will be a Facebook in 2024.
Yeah,
Of
but they'll
course
set
they
up like RepublicanFacebook.com or something, or Republican vote.
It's called
Vote
Parler.
Republican.com.
Yeah, it's called
Oh.
Parler.
Oh, I heard that was supposed to be like the MeWe of Twitter.
No, MeWe's the one for all the Facebook rejects, like Milo.
Yeah, so I thought Parler was supposed to be for all the rejects of Twitter
It is more like Twitter than Facebook, but
for Republicans.
and libertarians can find a happy place there too.
How do we feel about civil unrest? What's going to happen?
Oh, there will be riots and weapons brought into it after tonight.
I'm really looking forward to like all of the like annoying like liberal like gender ambiguous women just screaming into the sky in DC again. That was like the best part of 2016.
Did that actually happen?
Yeah, you didn't see the meme when the announcer's like, and the 45th president of the United States of America, Donald Trump, and there's that gender ambiguous woman with the hat and the glasses. Ah!
just like that.
Well, that was like 4 years ago. Like,
That fair. A lot has happened since then.
yeah, a lot has happened since then to all of us. I don't know.
I just remember useless knowledge like that. Like ask me Stargate quotes. I got like all of them.
Or we could just not talk about Stargate.
Yeah, what's Stargate?
No, don't do it.
hey, I see that door opening. Like,
It's like Star Trek, but even more boring.
So there was a guy at a Jorgensen rally in Council Bluffs that was dressed as Deadpool, and I called him Spider-Man.
I saw that.
I guess that's a bad thing.
Yeah, you got called out by like some comic geeks.
Yeah,
Is that a bad thing?
Let me come over here and read my Namor comic while I'm at it. Like,
Aquaman is the worst superhero ever.
you need to shut your face too. Okay, Aquaman is criminally underrated, and people don't appreciate him for how awesome he is.
I didn't mean to launch into that. Sorry.
I have like this inside joke with myself and Dan Fishman.
That's
like,
way inside if it's with yourself.
So I went to Salt Lake City, and this was like right when the Aquaman movie came out. And so I went to Salt Lake City to hang out with a bunch of libertarians. Oh, Zach lost his internet again.
Oh.
And
Hey!
oh,
No, I'm still here. I just don't want to
Oh.
fill up the room too much, so I'm letting
do we
someone
not
else go
have
for a bit.
enough? So anyway, so I'm going to Salt Lake City, and on the plane, I'm watching what's that show with all the nerds? Not Third Rock, but the other one.
Big Bang
The
Theory?
Park and Rec?
Nerds.
Big Bang
Um,
Theory.
Probably
Big Bang Theory.
Could be
Yeah.
Parks and Rec too.
Myra
I
gets
love that
surprised. I'm sending you
I love
a
that
free
show.
T-shirt. So I'm watching
That's
it.
my favorite show.
It was a Halloween episode. It was nowhere near Halloween, but it was a Halloween episode. This is what they were showing on the plane, and it was the one. So like they go and they all dress up as Aquaman. No,
Yeah.
one guy
No,
all dressed up as Superman,
Yeah,
No,
they
they dressed up as Flash. They all dressed up as Flash.
No, they dressed up
And
as
then they were like, you can't all wear the same costume. So like one guy was like, you have to be Aquaman. He's like, I don't want to be Aquaman. Aquaman is the worst superhero ever.
You act like you've never seen the show. I literally fall asleep to that show every single night.
Okay. Well, anyway, so yeah, okay. So that episode has been following me around, and I just love how they say Aquaman is the worst. And then that same weekend, when I went to go see all the libertarians in Salt Lake City, where apparently they don't like it if you swear, the movie was out, Aquaman, so I went to go see it with Dan Fishman while we were like killing time before we had to get to the airport.
I think that's a different Aquaman.
It's the same Aquaman.
I think that Aquaman is okay. Not the cartoon Aquaman. The burly Aquaman is fine.
Jason Momoa. He's so dreamy.
Yeah.
She's like, she likes guys with beards. Yeah. It's okay. Look, I got hit on twice voting today, okay? So don't feel bad.
I like how you punched that hole.
Tell me.
Yeah.
Tell me what happened.
Okay, so I go in and I go, polling place is mostly empty, and I walk in and the first lady to give me to check me in and everything, so I'm at that weird age where I keep attracting I have this wide swath of age attraction to me. So she was probably 23, 24, being all flirty. I was wearing my sweatshirt with all my patches on it, and so she
asked you where you lived.
Yes,
or for your ID.
Well, so I just had to give my address, and so she might show up at my house. Okay, just to be fair here.
So clearly.
And she made me spin around for her too. So she was trying to get a look at all the goods before I walked away.
Yeah, she wanted to know if she should call the cops if you were packing something.
Yeah, obviously, because
Did she pat you down?
I would not have objected. And then I go to get my ballot, and it's basically the same thing happens. Screw you, Elfie. The same thing happens, except she was about 50. And it was doing the same thing. I was like, oh my God.
So you didn't feel so special after that? Is that what you're saying?
No. Hey,
it wasn't just you?
No, I felt very honored. There's a 26-year age difference there. I'm proud of myself.
Good job.
Hey, James.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Did you vote?
No.
Get the fuck out of here.
James, where are you?
In my office room.
No,
Jersey.
State.
New Jersey.
In Canada. Eh?
Are you ready for the boog for the civil unrest? Is that what you're
Yeah.
Anti-state. Nice. That's fucking awesome.
I just want you to know that if you would have voted for Joe, she would now be at 2879 in New Jersey. You dick.
Yeah, you fucking selfish asshole.
Oh yeah, that's me.
This is why we can't have nice things.
That would have made her 0.07001%.
Damn, bro.
So I just got done ripping on people about voter guilt, and I don't think we should do that either.
Oh, you can't guilt me. I feel nothing.
Yeah.
No, people can't guilt me either, but they certainly try. Everyone's
setting a bad
you're
example.
The reason. You're going to be the reason. It's all your fault. You voted Jorgensen in Iowa.
And when we're all sitting in a concentration camp together, I'm going to turn to you and say, you should have voted, you selfish prick.
And I'm going to say, oh, well.
I have zero voter guilt. I don't even voting is not an aggression. I disagree with all the people who say it is an aggression. It's not.
I do too, actually. I do too.
Well, but if you vote for everybody that you know is going to lose, then it's not aggression.
Well, no, that's true.
If you vote your conscience instead of voting for people that you think suck anyway.
This is the argument. The argument is you're voting for somebody who's going to be given power to rule over other people. But if your understanding of that person is that person is wholesome enough to not rule over everybody else, then you're not voting for violence. You're voting against violence.
Right.
And like, yeah, like we can agree that entire system should not be there, but it's like, what are you going to do about it? Because staying home and not voting doesn't really help. Civil disobedience, yeah, that helps. Voting against tyrants probably doesn't do a whole lot, but it makes a statement, which is more than nothing, right? Like, so, yeah, I don't buy that whole like you're supporting the system or you're giving it, it's like, no, you get to drive by their office and give them the finger and say, "Fuck you guys, I'm not participating in your system."
I had a friend who was explaining to his son about the Electoral College. And his son said, "Well, that doesn't seem fair." And he was like, "Well, that's democracy." And I was like, "Well, we don't live in a democracy. We live in a constitutional republic. So, I mean, you can't pull out democracy just whenever you feel like it."
Can I say something about that?
Yeah.
So I know you don't mean it like this, but almost every time I hear the word republic or a constitutional republic argument, it's from obviously like GOP. A constitutional republic is still a democracy. It's a form of democracy.
I've always said that
disagree.
I've always said that I think a republic is just democracy with extra steps.
Yeah.
Because instead of us voting on a law, we vote on people. The majority of the vote picks that person. Then the majority of the voted people make the rules.
Yeah.
And they can amend any rule they want. So it's not like the rules are set in stone because they're all amendments. So they can repeal or make new ones whenever they want, and nothing ever stops them. Maybe there should be something that stops them, but nothing ever does.
I would say this though: we have so if anything, we have a democratic republic. 'Cause like they're not the same thing. Like a republic literally translates to a public thing, right? So that can be like a public trust. It can be a park. Like I can open up a park that's like public, and I can say, "This is my park. I own the land, but anybody can go here." That is officially a republic, right? It's a public thing that I've created, and I can put it into a trust so other people can manage it. That's what the intent of the United States government was.
But you can't say that about your own land. Like I can't open up my property and say it's a republic.
Yeah,
you can open your own property. You don't have the right to open other people's property.
You can make it a public. You can. They do this all the time. Like people.
I can't say that it's a sovereign land.
You can say whatever you want.
Well, the castle doctrine arguably is that, but yeah, you can't because there's a bigger tyrant who's saying, "Well, yeah, you're sovereign up to the allowance that I will give you."
In all of my land.
No. Look, Robert Heinlein covered this very well. Whatever organization can exert the most force on a population is the de facto government. So the only thing
isn't
stopping
that
you,
a democracy?
No, it's a rule. It's a rule of
51% of the people can.
That determines who. Like the democracy is just the process of determining what rules will be forced on other people.
Yeah.
Right.
So
exactly.
So if you have more guns than the government that is trying to destroy your Pretoria, then you become the de facto government.
Max Stirner vibes.
But
Thank God somebody got my joke.
To have more guns than
I'm
that.
When I first heard Pretoria, I was like picturing like a body and with like the anatomy and everything, and I was like, where is the Pretoria? And then I was like, oh, Family Guy, I got it.
Yeah. What happened? He was an independent country until the army surrounded him. Boom. Done.
And he didn't even do anything. Yeah. That's what pissed me off about that. He didn't invade America. America came to him and said, "We object to the fact that you exist, and we're going to bomb you unless you just admit that you don't exist."
Well, if you don't exist, 7 wars right now, isn't that how they work? They can't bomb your sovereign nation, but they're able to bomb you as an independent person. I mean, we're in 7 wars right now, and I'm pretty sure all of them were just the government saying we don't want you to exist.
Isn't that how war works?
Well,
yeah, I guess.
Or you want something you have.
How many elections have we said, "Oh, it's not a good election"? and we want to put in our own people. Like, how many other countries have we done that to?
Isn't it like 37?
Most.
It's got to be higher than that by now.
I think
There's
that's
actually-
just in the 20th century.
There's a map. I don't know if I'll be able to find it anytime soon,
Yeah.
but it was a map of every country we've invaded, gone to war with, cooed, and screwed with their elections. And there was like 15 countries that were not marked.
Yeah, people
Yeah.
actually voted for something other than what the United States government wanted. And they were like, nope, that's not a good election.
What, the United States rigged an election?
Oh no.
I'm with you there, Tim. I've lost a few too.
Sorry, man.
So real quick, do we want to go over what's happening on the results? It's been a while.
Yeah.
Well, let's do
Yeah.
it.
Has
All right.
it really? Has anything changed?
Actually,
yeah.
yeah.
Things
Yeah.
have changed. So Trump is running away with Florida. I don't know why they haven't called it yet, but it's a thing.
Joe Jorgensen is ruining the election.
I love it. I love
Trump
that.
is starting to run away with Georgia. North Carolina keeps flipping back and forth. Biden might actually pull it out. I don't think there's enough votes left to take it from him.
No.
I still don't get what's going on in Virginia because now they're up to 34 and Biden is not getting any closer.
Well,
I might
I
have
told you.
to pull
When-
Dan Behrman out of the closet and put him in the corner.
Well,
You
no,
should.
Really?
Look,
Really?
when
Yeah,
when
just-
the,
on national live stream in front of
Yeah.
600 million people?
600 million people?
Yeah.
600 million people.
well, that's potential viewers.
Yeah.
No, potential viewers is 7.5.
It's so
billion.
funny when you guys say people watch these things. I don't know.
We have pretty good viewership, actually. I'm pretty happy with it.
Good job.
So
There's
New Hampshire, Biden is leading.
46,051, 46,053. That's how many people are watching this right now.
So
that's a-
Pennsylvania, they haven't really updated from their early, like, we're going to take Pittsburgh and Philadelphia. So who knows what's going on there. But what's really interesting is in Michigan, they've started taking results from Flint, Detroit, and Grand Rapids and Lansing, and Trump is winning by a lot.
Yeah, I think Flint's sick of
Oh.
Democrats, right?
Well,
Yeah, man.
they've had poison water for 5 years. It ain't like a Democrat lifted a finger to fix it.
That's
Right.
I just sent the link to the map in. if you
Okay,
wanna-
I'll pull it up here as soon as we're done here.
Yeah. Wrap up. You good.
The other thing that we're tracking is the governor race in Indiana. Rainwater is pulling better. He's up to 12.5.
Ah,
Wow.
It's amazing.
that's
Yo,
What did-
what about the Senate race in Arkansas?
Oh, that's right. I don't think they've done anything with Arkansas yet. Let me go back.
what did Larry Sharp do in New York? I just want to compare that to
He
Rainwater.
didn't run. Oh, you mean last time?
Yeah,
That
last-
was-
yeah.
Oh, percentage wise, he did like less than one.
No, it was 1.2% is what Larry Sharp got, and I think it was like 140,000 votes total.
But how many Rainwater had? Rainwater had like 150 already.
He's at like 12%.
yeah, 12.5.
he's kicking ass.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Ricky Harrington in a two-way race is at 22.6.
Nice.
I was kind of hoping for a little better than that. So the thing is, even
That's-
Democrats won't vote for us against the Republicans.
Yeah, but look, that's ballot access right there.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm sure the Arkansas party is going to love all the benefits that come from that.
I love my benefits. That's for sure.
Let me go back here.
Ooh.
Just looking at some like how Georgia. Oh, so Texas. I did want to talk about Texas. 48% reporting. It looks like mostly the big cities, except for El Paso, have reported in, and Biden is hanging by a thread. I think as the rest of the state comes in, that's going to go red in a hurry. But I'm sure the media types are going to at least try to tell themselves otherwise.
What? Oh, wow.
Even
Biden
almost
doesn't
blue Texas is kind of scary.
It's all those fucking Californians. Look, it's all
Yeah.
they're all in Austin.
Because they're in Austin, Houston, and Dallas. That's where the Californians go, and
Bastards.
that's where all those blue votes are.
Get your Cali state, Dan.
So Biden is
Cali shit,
winning
sorry.
Kansas, and
Why do you have me over here rooting for Trump? What's wrong with this damn show?
Again,
What
it's
is wrong
okay.
with this show?
There's nothing wrong with rooting for the biggest flipping troll we've ever elected to get reelected.
That's what it is. We want to troll the media. That I have no reason to think Trump is a good president. I
was telling Laura like 10 minutes ago, like I want to see another moment on MSNBC where they just freeze and they're like,
oh my God.
I don't know what to do.
Our democracy is broken.
Oh my God, our country's over. I'm moving to Canada. Like, I really want to see that again.
Wait, nobody moved to Canada 4 years ago. I'm kind of disappointed in that.
I know, right?
Handler didn't.
Yeah,
like none of the girls on The View moved to Canada.
You know, I really wish who's that? Like, so Amy Schumer does this super annoying ass like maxi pad ad on our one of the TV shows that we watch, and I really just wish she would go to Canada and like never have to see her again.
I mean,
you know, she can like have her show produced there and like send it over the internets.
Not if we build a big enough wall.
Fire wall. That's what we need. I'm gonna get another beer.
Yeah.
There we go.
Here's that map you were talking about. Looks accurate to me.
Yeah, I don't really question it too much.
You know, the biggest problem with this is those goddamn Mongolians. All right. Obviously, we haven't been doing something right. They have some kick-ass death metal. We need to go take that.
Dude, they do have good death metal. Oh my God.
I've never listened to Mongolian death metal. I think
fix that.
Oh my God.
Bro, I got Spotify open right now. Give me a band.
Let's all do a shock reaction.
No. Zach, wait. Let me do this, Zach. Let me do this. Don't say anything.
Viewed Mongolian death metal.
I don't know any of the band names. I just look for Mongolian metal on YouTube.
No, Zach, I got this. All right. You need to listen to Who.
The Who?
Who.
Okay, let's see if that comes up on Spotify. It's probably just going to give me the.
They're on first.
British.
Who's on first? Seriously,
no,
nobody.
Who's on second?
Yeah.
What's on
Thank
second?
I don't remember.
I don't know who's on third.
Skit.
No, it's HU. The Who.
Oh.
That's the Mongolian death metal band.
WHU. Oh, yep. I think that's. He looks a little Mongolian. Might be him.
It's like Tibetan throat singing with like Rager in it.
I actually found like an American. I think they're American. I found another band that does that kind of music. But let's see if this is what we're looking for.
Yeah, so I was just telling
nope.
a friend today.
WHU is a rapper. That is not him.
No. HU.
Oh, I thought you said WH. Okay. HU.
No. Who?
There's no W in Who. Come on.
Who?
Who spells Who with? Oh my God! I have this friend in Texas. He says,
"Yeah, I was listening to these guys."
W's.
Wolf Totem. I have that song.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, these guys are sick. I was listening.
So that's something you'll catch in like the Alabama, Mississippi, East Texas area. Is you will find people rednecky enough to pronounce their W's and words, and it's wonderful.
What are you doing out here?
Why are you touching my wiener?
I actually worked for Nick Freitas' campaign in Virginia for his write-in campaign in 2019, and there were a lot of what are you doing out here? I had a lot of people straight up tell me like
Pennsylvania is gonna go to Biden.
I went up to people's door and I had people look me straight in the eye because I was like, "Oh, I'm here for our Republican delegate Nick Freitas." I'm not from Virginia, but I still said "our" because that's what they told me to say. And I had multiple people say, "If you were a Democrat, I would have shot you on my doorfront." And I was like, "Oh boy." I'm certainly not going to tell them my real political leanings.
Somebody voted for me for president.
So they still haven't called this race for him, but he is absolutely crushing his opponent. So Freitas gets to, District 7 in Virginia, it looks like. And I've heard a lot of good things about him. That
is he a Liberty Republican or what?
Yeah, he's a pretty. I mean, if I say he's pretty good, I have a pretty high grading system. He's pretty solid from what I spoke to him about.
He was in one of those like viral like pro gun speeches.
Yeah.
Like 5-6 years ago. So of course the guy wearing the tack vest.
The dude from Yale, I'm forgetting his name, but he raves about him.
Oh, sorry. That's who I worked for when I did that campaign. I was the state chair for New Jersey.
Oh, okay.
And I did the VA, the Virginia election. Bit of a drive, but my mom lives in Delaware, so I had a little stop halfway through. But yeah, he's a nice dude. I've spoke to him a few times. I hung out with him a little bit.
What's his favorite beer?
I haven't really seen him drink much. I'm guessing like Bud or Coors or something because he has to relate to the working man.
Is he a 9 mil or a 45 guy?
He was a Green Beret, so we'd have to look up what caliber they're typically issued. I would guess 9 or 40 cal. I don't think 45 though, because he's not. I don't think he's boomery enough to use a 1911.
What? Liking 19? That doesn't make you a boomer. The hell is this shit?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, back off, bud. Stop
I mean,
aggressing me.
They're fun when they don't jam every round, but like when they do shoot, they are fun.
They use Glock 19s.
You just gotta lube up your ammo.
I know, like that's the secret. You always have to use enough lube. Okay, like
that's a real thing.
We have a respectable candidate on here. You hush your dirty mouth.
Well,
sorry. Let me go back to my shame corner. Like, let me go back and.
I feel like if your gun is reliable, you should be able to fire it. You should be able to just push things through dry. You shouldn't really need.
Yeah,
that
no. There's this ammo called Wolf, which is like instead of brass, they use like steel. I want to say
steel casing.
Like, yeah, but like they're rough. So especially if you have a staggered magazine, like they get jammed because they can't rub against each other when it's trying to push the next bullet out.
Sounds about right.
So you actually got to oil them up. You want to take them to the range.
Well, I rented a 1911 at a range, and the first mag went good, and then for the next 2 mags, every single bullet jammed, without exception. Every single one, we had to unjam it.
So here's your problem. Okay, a 1911, it's what 7 in the mag, 1 in the chamber, and then you throw the gun at him because it's so fucking heavy. Okay, that's your first mistake.
Yeah, I think you throw the gun at him because it jams after 2 rounds.
Hey, same difference. And then asshole commie has a jammed gun. You know, it doesn't do him any good.
All right. Yeah. Well, I have to take a break real quick, and then I'm going to jump to another podcast, and I will be back to you guys in about 45 minutes.
All right. Sorry for boring you, serious person.
You're not boring me. You can't bore me.
Get out of here before we do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks for coming by. We'll see you later, Myra.
No, I'll be back. All right, bye.
Bye.
Say hi to the cat doing all these. Did you see all that kind of crazy shit that's going on in your background?
Yeah, that cat was like this the whole time. I mean, look, at least the cat wasn't shitting everywhere, so it could be so much worse.
Totally.
That's the kind of cat that my wife wants to get. Because it's the only kind that I will let her have is one that's big enough to like cuddle like a dog. So that's who she talks to about. I need to know where to get a cat and what supplies. I'm like, we ain't there yet. You need to slow your roll. Yeah, Elfie, if you're watching this, I'm ready for my next drink.
Oh shit, these are cheaper if you buy them from Troy.
Are you ammo shopping?
Huh?
Are you ammo shopping?
No, I'm looking for the gun that I want once the government gives me my card that says I'm allowed to have rights.
Oh, fuckers.
Well,
wait. Let me tell you this. Wait, no, go ahead. Let me pull something up first.
I was just gonna say, like, so why don't you just go on Amazon and buy some wall art? Yeah, haven't you seen those? Like, there's people on Amazon that sell 80% lowers as wall art.
Well, the problem isn't just the government. They're my biggest problem. But the other problem is since the government says so, my parents won't even let me have a gun in the house unless the government says I'm allowed to have it. So it's a double issue. And I don't make enough money to live on my own yet. So I gotta do what I gotta do to.
How are you such a rebel and have been raised by status, or is that why you're such a rebel?
I really don't have much in common with really any of my family. I don't know where this came from. I've actually talked to a lot of like, I've had a few people that are really into like picking your brain. They're into like the therapy type stuff, and they always ask the same question. They were like, "Why are you like this?" I don't know. My dad's he's probably like Republican-ish leaning.
You're a Fed, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm starting to bring him more towards like more towards anarchism. But as of right now, I'd say he's like a typical like conservative-ish type, and he always called himself an independent. So when I was in school, kids always say they are whatever their parents are. So I always called myself an independent until 10th grade. I found out what libertarianism was. And then I didn't do any research, but I was like, oh, the government's small, cops suck. All right, yeah, that sounds about right. And then at the end of senior year, I actually started listening to a podcast called the Ex-Workers Podcast. And they just called themselves an anarchist podcast. Now I know they're ANCOMs, but then I didn't know there were multiple schools. So I got into that, and I was like, wow, I agreed with like their hatred of the state and a lot of their replacements, like community-based security. I prefer like private security contractors, but they were into like a neighborhood watch type thing, which I mean, I still think it's good, and like security co-ops. So I liked some of their stuff, but then they were also like, if someone says an idea you disagree with, punch them in the face. I was like, nah, I don't like that. And then I went through like
communism.
Yeah. And I went through like a Jeffersonian minarchist phase for like a month, and then I found out about anarcho-capitalism, and then that was all over. I read Anatomy of the State by Rothbard and Freedom by Kokesh, and then after that I was like, yeah, all right, so this makes the most sense. So I don't think it was necessarily like reactionary against anything in my life. I was just really open-minded to any ideas anyone gave me, and then I found the idea that made the most sense and just ran with it.
That wasn't a serious question, by the way, but that was a good answer.
Oh, well, thank you.
I gotta tell you guys this. So this friend messaged me. I'm gonna be kind of vague about who he is, but
I'll be right back.
He messaged me, and he says he lives with his mom. He's a younger guy. He got a ticket for driving without a license. So of course he messaged me, and he's like, "What the fuck do I do about this?" And I'm like, "Well, let's take care of it. Let me see the ticket." So he sends me the ticket, and it has written on it, violation of section 322.15 in parentheses 1. And I'm like, okay, the very first thing you got to do is you got to look up the law so you know what the fuck you're being charged with, right? So we look up the law. I'm going to read it right here. Section 322.15. License to be carried and exhibited on demand. Fingerprint to be imprinted upon citation. Section 1. Section 1 is what he was charged with. Every licensee shall have on his or her driver's license. Every licensee shall have his or her driver's license, which must be fully legible, with no portion of such license faded, altered, mutilated, or defaced, in his or her immediate possession at all times while operating a motor vehicle, and shall be present or submit the same upon demand of law enforcement officer or authorized representative, blah, 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 blah. It keeps going on. Okay, so like I sent this to him, and I'm like, okay, what are you being charged with? And he's like, driving without a license. And I'm like, no. Read it again. Section 322.15, section 1. Every licensee shall have in his or his, it's the alcohol. Every licensee shall have his or her driver's license, which must be fully legible, blah, 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 blah. And I say, stop. You missed it already. What are you being charged with? Driving without a license. No. Read it again, up to the first comma. Every licensee shall have his or her driver's license. Stop. What are you being charged with? Driving without a license.
Being a licensee.
Read the first two words. Every licensee. Oh, shit. I don't have a license. I'm not a licensee. You cannot be charged under this code if you don't have a license. This is if you have a license and you just don't have it with you. Or if you have one that's mutilated, which I actually got charged with that once in California because I was trying to use it to jimmy my own door up because I lost my keys. And I couldn't, and I broke my driver's license in half, and then I got pulled over for speeding, and I gave it to the cop, and he was like, okay, I'm not going to write you a ticket for speeding, but I'm going to write you a ticket for having a mutilated driver's license. And I was like, that's a thing? But anyway, so I told him, fight this fucking ticket. There's absolutely no way you could lose. I mean, you're probably going to lose if you go to a fake court, but if you go to a real court or you demand an appeal, you're going to win. There's no way you can lose. And his mom was like, I'm going to go pay the ticket.
No.
Statists. Brainwashed.
I had to run off because I have this family of deer that keeps aggressing on my garden. And I've been classically conditioning them over the last months so that when I open the sliding glass door, they run off.
Oh.
Why don't you just use a predator missile?
Oh, thank you.
Well, I would.
Hey,
how's it going?
Hey. So I've thought about using a Hellfire on the deer family because that's very America. But I need to be wearing an American flag boxers and the whole getup if I'm going to be launching Hellfires at deer.
Yeah, do you need a drone for that, or can you just launch those out of your riding mower?
I'll figure it out.
Hey,
Mr.
We have an actual.
Yeah. Ashley! Hey! Oh my God, Ashley! Hi! I haven't seen you in forever. I need a back crack.
Say hi to Dan Behrman.
Hey, and everybody else.
Burns.
Hello.
What
Hey.
the hell's going on?
Adam. Say hi to Dan Behrman.
Oh, hi, Dan. I mean, the basic
and 500 million viewers on internet live.
All right, I'm gonna go eat. I'll try to stop in back.
Yeah, you gotta let us know when you win.
By the looks of it, we might not know until the 12th or the 13th.
Oh, Jesus. The state can't even count its own ballots.
Yeah, they're having problems. Let's just put it that way. But we'll see what happens.
All right.
All right, I'll be back.
Later. Yeah, I guess that's what happens when you send people to public school and then they don't learn how to count and then they go work for the government counting.
Yeah. Whatever. I'm not surprised. It'll take him a long time. Although, just for the record, because I'm just going to say it because she was over there. If you ever need a back crack, Ashley Shade is the best person to ask. Hands down. Beyond a shadow of a doubt. All right. Trust me, it's a life-changing experience.
To ask, I missed that. To ask her what?
Ask her to crack your back.
Oh.
Yes. I mean this literally. This isn't a euphemism.
Well, technically it is because your back doesn't actually get cracked. It gets popped.
Same difference. She grabbed.
I mean,
I want
to cracked. Yeah, I mean, you're the expert. Tell us.
So real quick, I want to go over something because this was on the ballot in Nebraska, and our results are starting to come in.
Ooh.
So the Nebraska Amendment 1, remove slavery exemption.
Wait, what?
Remove slavery exception. Removes the language
thanks.
from the Nebraska Constitution that allows the use of slavery and indentured servitude as criminal punishments. Now, clearly this is going to pass because most people didn't even know this was possible, and they're horrified. But 25% of our state right now is like, no, that sounds like a perfectly rational thing to have.
Well, wait. But this says for criminal punishment. So and that's what the 14th Amendment says too. No, is it the 13th Amendment?
13th.
It says but I don't know if I agree with this, but the premise is you're able to put prisoners to work, making license plates or shit. But of course, that's obviously abused, and most of the people in prison shouldn't be there. But that's another story.
Yeah.
But
that's why they're able to not pay them anything. But
No. We pay them. They get 67 cents an hour or $1 a day when they're fighting fires. See, They're getting paid, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is totally.
Fortunately, we are about to have. It looks like we're about to have we're about to have gambling in Nebraska. Thank God. It's been
nice.
We've been trying to get this for my entire lifetime, and it looks like it's finally going to pass.
I will say this: if you can't use prisoners as as involuntary servitude, then that removes one of the incentives for the state to keep their prisons packed.
Yep.
So yeah, maybe I do agree with that. I'm just like, I'm picturing like, Charles Manson, like, oh yeah, don't make him work for free. Oh, he's such a poor innocent guy.
Yeah.
Like,
he's just a great dancer.
Is he?
It looked like Trump.
You haven't seen his dancing tapes, bro?
I've seen his like face.
When he's in the prison and he's like doing this thing.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
Yeah, he's a good dancer, bro. Oh, we should have used that for the video you needed to throw together.
Oh, that would have been.
Is it too late?
No. Well, I mean, so I published that, but we're gonna have to like we're gonna have to put Manson throughout the year, like especially for 2022 or 2024. Like,
yeah.
Because I mean, this is a never-ending theme. This is gonna have to like. This is something that's going to have to come up every election until people fucking get out of this stupid red versus blue, Crips versus Bloods bullshit.
So Trump is starting to close a little bit in Pennsylvania now that they're counting. So here was the thought that all of the big cities in Pennsylvania voted early and obviously voted Democrat. And that one
voted often.
Probably. And the race would come down to, could Trump rally the rest of the state on election day to win Pennsylvania? So that's going to be what we have to watch for. Same with Ohio, and it does look like Trump is starting to cut in Ohio. It's going to depend on where the votes left are at. Trump is winning fairly resoundingly in Wisconsin, and in Michigan, and they have counted the blue votes already. It looks like
119 to 92.
Is that the declared so far?
Yeah. Biden's 119, Trump's 92.
And then Wisconsin just closed, so I doubt we're going to actually see anything real from them for a while.
Trump's winning the popular vote, though. Trump's winning the popular vote. He has 50.7.
That'll hold until they hit California, and then it'll go.
Yep.
Yeah. Biden has 48%.
Yeah. As soon as you hit all the West Coast, then popular vote's gone.
I mean, last time Trump lost popular and won electoral, so it'd be funny if this time he won popular and lost electoral.
So he can't because there's a bunch of states that are going to go blue that have signed in a law that whoever wins the popular vote wins their state, like Maryland. So if Trump wins the popular vote, they're fucked.
It's so trolly lowly.
Wait, how can the popular vote be finished? That doesn't make sense.
So if Trump wins the popular vote but loses the electoral college,
yeah,
states like Colorado and Maryland have a new law that says that their electoral college votes go to whoever won the popular vote, not who won their state.
Oh, okay.
So if
they
Trump
should make a law that whoever loses gets all the electoral votes.
They should make a law that whoever wins, all the electoral votes go to Jeb. Jeb.
They should make a law that government is illegal.
Clap.
Yes, I agree with that.
That would be nice.
Wait, but somebody said Kanye. Where is Kanye on the ballot, and what kind of votes is he getting?
I was looking. I don't see him.
He's on some states and not on others. He made it on I think 12 states. So like in Florida, he's not there. But I believe like Missouri, he is. No, Kansas. Shit, I know I've seen him on here on a couple of them. There, he's Oklahoma. He's on Oklahoma. He's got 0.03 in Oklahoma.
Nice. Look at that. It'd be really sad if he got more votes than Joe.
No, she's crushing it. She's actually beating all other independents. So she is solidly the third candidate in this race, which is not something you could say about Gary.
We're
number three.
Yeah.
She has 1% of the popular, and Green Party, who's in fourth, has 0.2%. So she's leading them by quite a bit.
We're solidly number 3. Going back to the governor race in Indiana, because I like to keep checking on it, he's at 12.5. It seems to be about where he's going to be. And again, the Republican is going to win by over 55% of the vote easily.
But again,
did Kanye West get 40,000 votes in Kentucky for U.S. president? Snopes has the answer.
Kentucky. He's at 550 right. 5,500 right now.
Oh, yeah. I guess
Snopes is great.
Snopes was right this time.
Snopes claim the government is run by satanic child molesting politicians. Snopes. False. Not all of them are Satanists.
Some of them worship Baal.
I gotta say, I watched Kim Kardashian's interview with what's that guy? They used to have the Tonight Show.
Oh man,
Jay Leno.
No, the other one, did he used to be a redhead? Conan,
yeah.
Yeah, he's got like some new show on Netflix where he interviews like all these like crazy like A-list celebrities, and like Kim Kardashian was one of them. And she was talking about like a lot of the shit she's gone through with like just like what she was doing with like her law degree and like all that kind of shit. And I was kind of like, yeah, you know what? That's actually pretty admirable what she was trying to do. But like at the same time, she's like I'm like, okay, look. So you talked to Trump, you got somebody innocent set free from jail, and now you want to become a lawyer. That person that you set free from jail already had lawyers, and those lawyers couldn't do shit. So, like, don't you think maybe you should just stick to the whole, like, yeah, play nice with the president, play politics in front of, like, the mainstream media, and, like, wake the fucking people up to what's going on. Forget about being a lawyer, because you're never going to get anywhere with that. Because, like, the system is fucked. Like, you could be the best lawyer there is. The system is fucked. Like,
well,
you can't fix that.
There's actually a pretty useful Supreme Court ruling yesterday to slightly help with that. Mm-hmm. So the Supreme Court decided that qualified immunity did not apply to some prison guards that forced a prisoner to live for 6 days in a cell covered in feces, and that the prison guard, that no reasonable person would have thought that that was okay. So now the inmate can sue the guards individually for damages.
Well, that's baby steps.
Yeah, we're getting there. Now we just have to start going after some more cops, some judges, some prosecutors, and then we'll be all good.
Yeah.
Hey, so I want you to know that I voted no on every judge on my ballot just for you, buddy.
Yes. I've counted. I have like 12 votes for judge now.
Do you have any idea of how that race is going to go? Do you think she's going to retain?
Oh, she's definitely going to retain. But what I do know is that her brother-in-law called into the radio apparently today trying to defend her. So obviously she's a little bit worried about people not voting for her.
Man, I hope she loses.
Honestly, I don't think
so. Here's the deal. You're on a much bigger platform than normal. You want to tell your story?
I'm saving that because
okay.
here's the I have to save it because tomorrow starts Ragnarok, and so basically what I'm hoping is that here in my county that this specific corrupt judge gets 20% write-in votes against her, to basically send a message to the judiciary that that's what I did from writing a couple of articles and a 45-minute radio interview. Like, just wait and see what happens when I can find an incumbent and I can manage their campaign, or find a competitor.
Can I just say something about your flag in the background there?
Yes.
It says, "Tread on me or death."
guys,
he's in the trampoline. Leave him alone. That's
look, yeah. Why you kink shaming, bro? What the fuck's wrong with you?
Sorry, man. Just wanted to make sure.
So this is what I love about this flag, right? So because of how I have it set up. So when I do school with my kids, this is all you see. Okay.
Death me.
Death me. Okay.
Death me.
Yes, but then it is the full Culpeper militia flag.
Yeah. I got one when I was down in Texas. Yo, guys, Governor Kate Brown just tweeted out, If we are forced to suffer 4 more years of a racist bigot as our head of state, the states of Oregon, Washington, and California have formed a pact to declare independence by the end of the month. Constitution written up, resistance is a duty. Now I want to know.
Oh,
Yes.
don't threaten
See?
me with a good time.
Yeah. See, I don't like Trump, but like
I know.
he makes people do
let them go
stupid
make
shit.
Cascadia, man.
Yeah, like how much better off we'd be without those like assholes in our country.
But we have to get shit. What's his name? I'm a little drunk now. So what's his name? Ran for insurance commissioner in Washington. Help me out, Dan.
Oh, the one libertarian dude.
Anthony.
Yeah,
Welty.
Anthony Welty. We gotta rescue him. Like bring him over to the light side.
Look, we'll coyote his ass out over the giant 80-foot wall.
You mean we're gonna
built?
put him on a coyote? A coyote couldn't carry him, Eric.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Three coyotes could.
Whatever. Jesus. People are stupid.
I just want to make this clear. I don't want any state to leave the union. I want all the states to leave the union.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a start, though. Come on.
Yeah.
So you guys were talking about this earlier, and I didn't want to butt in too much, but you were talking about, is America a constitutional republic or a democracy or blah, blah, blah. It's none. It's a federation. And that's the most important part. It is 50 individual nations plus some territories that we forcibly invaded. And of course, you could say that about some of the individual nations as well. And they form a federation.
But they can be, it can be both. I mean, it can be like a
all
federation
of those
can be
things are
gifted to
true.
the public.
Yeah, all of those things are
Right.
true. We are a democracy. We are a constitutional republic. We are a federation. And it's fucking annoying to hear people argue about it on Facebook like they actually know what they're talking about.
Right, right. Yeah, and I mean, I wouldn't even say, I mean, arguably, okay, this is where I get the point about it being not a democracy, because democracy is the process to choose, like, what, who gets elected to different positions. So, for example, you can have a corporation, and that corporation can have a democratic process where it elects its CEO. That doesn't mean it is a democracy. It just means it has a democratic process that it uses to make certain decisions. And I think that's the important distinction, because it's a federation, it's a republic, yes, but the democracy part is like that's a decision-making process. I think that's the distinction between those. And like, yeah, if it came down to, like, if it was democracy, we're like, oh, well, 51% says we can rape and pillage all we want and that's legal, then it's like, yeah, that's real democracy, and that fucking sucks.
So I don't know what's going on here, but at 17% in, Trump is destroying Biden in Michigan, and it's the cities that have voted already.
Yeah, fucking commies.
What's the voter turnout? Here, hold on, let me.
It's 17% reporting, and
you
it
should be able to click on the individual counties to get the county level results.
Not on
Hey, someone
Google.
play me some Fleetwood Mac.
Oh! See, you got it. New York Times has the best reporting.
Don't fucking talk to me about New York Times. I will not play that game.
I know. I know that there are a bunch of communist assholes that all need to be thrown out of helicopters. Okay, but their live election results are the best.
I'm not putting New York Times up on our map. I just refuse. So I want to check in on some Nebraska stuff, because
If they've stolen from you, it's time for you to steal from them.
So, wow, Fortenberry is actually losing so far. That's kind of funny. But Dennis Grace is at 2.3% in Nebraska. Great job, Dennis. One of the proudest votes I've ever cast. District 2. So I don't know who Tyler Schaefer is, but apparently 3% of the vote in a highly contentious race, because District 2 in Nebraska. So Nebraska, like Maine, gives electoral college votes to so we have 2 that go to the statewide winner and 1 that goes to each district winner, and we have 3 districts. CD2, Republicans are thinking that they are not going to hold CD2 past this election, because that's Omaha, and Omaha is a decent sized city who will not be able to keep voting red for too much longer. But it looks like Don Bacon is actually crushing it, and the Libertarian is taking 3%. And then West, my boy Dustin Hobbs is at 3.5%. So the funny part here is Mark Elworth, who's ran on the Democratic ticket, has run for about every party in Nebraska, and he's a fucking nut job.
Mhm.
Like we've put up, when I was in the LP, we were putting up candidates just to keep him off of our ballot line because he's fucking crazy.
Well, that's not very democratic of you.
No, we made it a democratic process. He had to win our nomination and he lost. Oh, so this is weird. Gene Sidek, which not my favorite Nebraska Libertarian, but whatever. 6.2% in the Senate race.
How many? What's the percentage of returns, though?
The shape of Nebraska,
25% in Nebraska so far.
The shape of Nebraska deserves to be on a come and take it flag. Just saying.
And then, for governor's not up. So again, we had those weird ballot things. So this one breaks my heart. They want to cap payday loan lending to 36%. Like legally, you can't go above that. And
36% interest?
Yeah. And no one understands that payday loan places have to be above that in order to make a profit, because too many people don't repay their loans.
Right. So they're going to kill that industry.
They're going to kill that industry completely. Oh, and, and Mercedes has 30.3% in her race. Great job, Mercedes. I can't pull that up. It's not in Google.
I was like, why would you take a loan at 30.3%?
Oh no, she's running for state senate and doing pretty good. Keeping. I believe it's her first race too, so that's really good for her first time.
I'm gonna give her a link. Does she want to join? Play the video, man.
You told me you wanted Desiree on. Where did that end up?
Oh yeah, let me. I gotta message her first.
So also on the Google results, it looks like Trump will be taking Florida.
Yeah, that's a foregone conclusion. In my mind.
He's all the way up there. Georgia is so. Let's see. The counties right around Atlanta and the suburbs are in the big cities are not showing much vote returned, and a lot of the rural areas are showing high vote returns. Trump's still up by 20 points.
Yeah, and the thing is, those might have low turnout because people in Atlanta are black, and black people don't give a fuck about Biden. That's is something that a lot of.
But they're not black.
Right.
Then.
If they don't give a fuck about Biden, they're not black.
Yeah.
But that's been the thing that the pollsters who are left-leaning pollsters have refused to tell people the black turnout is going to be garbage this year. They don't like Biden. That's why Trump is getting so much of the black male vote. It's like 25% of black men are voting Trump.
Yeah, Biden's going to put them all back in chains.
Basically.
I was going to say this before that, even though I may not like Trump as a candidate, if his endorsements, some of the people that endorsed him, if they put on a show together, because the endorsements that he just picked up, he got 50 Cent, Ice Cube, Lil Wayne, and Lil Pump. I don't care much for Lil Pump or Lil Wayne, but if 50 Cent and Ice Cube did a show at a Trump rally, I'd go. Without a doubt.
Oh, come on. Don't give me that bullshit. You want Five Finger Death Punch and maybe Godsmack.
Ew. No. Oh. I liked Five Finger Death Punch and those guys when I first got into metal in 10th grade.
Oh, Mercy.
Hello.
Welcome.
Welcome. Thank you. Sorry, I just reapplied my lipstick and now I'm using the camera.
Oh,
Hello.
you actually showered today? Wow, you're way ahead of the rest of us.
I showered and worked out and did work and am candidate and things. Opening numbers for a race, you're looking.
Yeah, so you're kicking ass right now. It looks like.
So it's I have 1,109 votes and he has 2,548 votes. So he has 69.7% of the race.
Nice.
And, I know. Dick jokes a week. Anyway, so the spread is looking like like real interesting. I don't know.
But still, like, this is your first election, and
I did 22% in the primary against him.
So you gained ground. That's really good.
Mm-hmm.
And on top of that,
I didn't gain votes yet. I haven't gained votes yet. I
think returns early.
Well, excuse me. I just ate a Sammy. I had Jimmy John's because I haven't had an appetite for the last 40 days, and suddenly today, all of a sudden, I'm hungry. Corona. No, I actually did have COVID, and I couldn't taste or smell anything, and it was not pleasant the second time. The first time I almost died, so it was great. Second time...
You got it twice?
At the beginning, when they were refusing testing. Legit only got tested because my friend just got back for Korea from his deployment there. And so I had contact with him and said, they're like, oh, okay, you're going to be tested now. But you've already been sick for 5 weeks, and you're in your second relapse, and it's...
Korea's not a real deployment.
I'm aware.
Korea's not real.
It doesn't exist.
It's like birds.
Korea's a duty station, not a deployment.
Well, who's singing the Mongolian death metal?
Me.
I like Mongolian death metal, so I'm here for this. Yeah, so I guess my race is going well. I'm gonna... I know Koreans who suck. I can make anything a sexual joke right now because I've been.
What are their names? Just for science.
For science.
What
for the election?
Yeah, the Korean ball suckers. Is that what we're talking about?
Is that a band?
It sounds like a boy band. Yeah.
We could make it a libertarian band now.
Yeah. It's an English translation for K-pop bands.
What would they taste like? Like chocolate. Like Chef has salty chocolate balls. So what would Korean balls be like?
Dumplings.
I don't know.
There's no non-racist answer to this. I'm just gonna go ahead.
It would taste like peanut sauce because peanut sauce is so good. It goes with the spring rolls.
Oh, they got some good fire noodles over there. They got good spicy ramen.
But that's Thai. That's not Korean.
I had this friend who would order peanut sauce, but he would always say, like, "Can I get some peanut sauce?"
So my stepmom.
Dude, what did you just order?
My stepmom's
Asian.
And so I grew up. Well, once I got put on spice duty, where we use mortar to grind all the spices and stuff together when we cook, and I do not recommend. It's not fun. But the food's great.
It makes the air spicy.
It makes a very spicy pie. It's a very spicy.
Dude, I grew like some of the hottest peppers ever in my garden a few years ago. I grew like Carolina Reapers and ghost peppers, and I fried them up in a pan, and it turned my whole house turned into tear gas.
So yeah, because you put the peppers with the oils, and then it went.
It gets hot.
Wait, come on, Mr. Prepper, you have a gas mask, right?
Speaking of prepping.
Sadly, I'm broke.
Okay, so gas mask.
It is on the list.
They filter capsaicin, just for your future reference.
Okay, yeah, it is on my list, but I gotta.
Yeah, this year prepping. I've always been like Nebraska because I'm in Nebraska. Always been a prepper because we have like winter and blizzards.
Because you're in Canada, yes.
I'm not in Canada. That would be my sister. She lives in the northernmost part of North Dakota.
It's same difference. That's just like Canada light.
It is.
Yeah, I even heard it in the accent there, Dakota.
Dakota. So she actually came down for a wedding. It's been a couple weeks now. My cousin got married, and she said that they went through all the seasons because they've had snow for like a month now up there. And she said we left winter and came to late summer because I'm in South Central Nebraska. So.
Oh, is that like the hood?
Yeah. The mean streets.
No. Well, honestly,
the boys in the hood.
You want to get into it. The rest of the state calls us the country club because this is where all the elitists in the world come to play because Kearney is based on international trade. So
what's the name of your city?
Kearney.
Oh, I'm from the mean streets of the Carn, yo.
Honestly, it's fun because when the carnival comes to town, we're all Carnies.
This is gangland, don't you know?
Oh my God, so many Irish people, like my family. Like, we've been here since the founding, and we're Irish as fuck.
Is everybody really polite, too? Do they apologize for everything?
Do they say sorry instead of sorry?
No,
they're not polite, they're Irish.
We have one real Irishman in town.
I can hear that. An Irish accent is kind of like a northern Dakota accent, huh?
Northern burr.
Kind of.
Like a Scottish.
But not really.
But not.
Yeah.
It's the. Is it like the ghetto?
Yes, Irish is the ghetto Celtic accent. That is absolutely.
I thought that was
true.
Scottish.
No, cite me.
Yeah.
Children, we need to be nice now.
I wasn't trying to be mean. I just
nice.
I've seen videos of really Irish people, and they're like, okay, and then the really Scottish people, it's like, what do you want me to put my weight into it if it's not good? Just seems a bit more hood, you know, a bit more backwoods.
They're not saying real words though. They're using that
True.
like what's it called? Cockney?
Gibberish.
It's Scottish people will typically, if they're trying to confuse you, they'll speak a dialect that's in between English and Gaelic, just to be assholes about it.
Yeah, but there's
the Jamaicans.
No, there's a language called I think it's called Cockney, but like it's interesting because that whole thing started like as a code language, so the police couldn't listen in on what they were talking about.
That's great.
Cockney is a dialect of London.
Yeah.
Like
Mickey Flanagan.
I'm so fucking racist. All those white people are the same to me.
You know, it's a white people shit, Dan. I'm just saying, you're Mexican now. You just came to the Mexican. Welcome, brother. You live in.
Oh man, we traded. What did we get in for our trading Dan to the Mexicans? What did we get back?
A coyote.
Oh,
yeah. Like an actual coyote?
Yeah,
oh!
Wily coyote.
Voting's been updated, so I now have 31.1% of the vote.
Hell yeah!
I gained oh my god! I hope maybe that's all the votes I'll get tonight.
No, be positive.
Oh, yeah. Maybe I'm gonna win for real. I plan to lose. I mean, I know what to do if I win, but I wasn't trying to set my height. I didn't want my hopes and dreams crushed.
What are you going to do if you win?
But that's the first step to being a libertarian candidate is knowing that you're going to lose.
I know. So what am I going to do if I win? My job?
So you're going to say, fuck this election, I'm going to go back to work?
Well, Nebraska's legislature is only part-time, so yes. We only make $12,000 a year unless I get mega donors, and I don't want them.
Are you going to reject that tax theft funded payroll that they give you?
No, I'm going to use it to pay for my house because I have an FHA government loan anyway. So I'm just paying the government back with its own money. That's actually ours.
She's already corrupted.
Yeah, you've already become. Yeah, you're part of the swamp now.
And then after I pay off my house, I'm going to use it as a place to do things like strip club or something.
It's funny. I had a guy from
Are you hiring? Because I want to be a stripper.
I have a poll, so yes. Would you?
Hell yeah. Do you hire fat men who have nice titties? I have nice titties. I want you to know that.
I don't discriminate. I'm body positive for everyone.
Okay, great.
And then he's gone.
Well, I'm also the social media director for the Sex Workers' Right Caucus of the Libertarian Party. What up? So I did that thing that libertarians do when they're new and fresh, like make friends and then be a member of caucuses.
Caucuses.
Yeah, what up? So also this one time I'm a certified welder, so I can literally make anything dirty. I have lettuce in my tooth. That's why I'm trying to get it out.
She has an affiliation with Weld. That's all I heard.
Bill Weld?
Yeah, now you're a statist.
No, Adam Kokesh.
Check the name.
If you missed Adam Kokesh being a statist.
I haven't. What was up with that? Like, it was like a week he did those Adam Loves the Man. Was that just to drum up publicity?
His channel has 2 strikes and he doesn't want to lose his archive.
Oh.
Was that when did he have Wildstar on for that?
Wildstar was Monday, and then we had a transgender sheriff running for, for sheriff.
Arya,
that was Arya.
And then we had CJ and myself, but I was on Friday, and I couldn't keep it serious because it was a really cool thought process. It was great. I liked it. It was great to get out of the normal routine of what he does and try something new and do the satire and develop another character line. But I'm glad it's over. It was not. It was. I hated it, which means that it's marketable. Because, like Dan, my brain goes straight to market and money, and how can I make this into gold and not get taxed for it?
And not fiat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, she actually came back.
Myra!
Oh wow!
I told you I'd come back.
I thought you were just being nice, but you were trying to get away from Eric.
No.
I am gonna have to dip though because I am gonna be on Behrman here in the next like 10 minutes.
Well, tell Vermin to come on here.
Well, he's doing his whole.
Well, he already declared victory, so he won. That's how it goes.
Well, we're doing the electioning right now.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of different things going on in the party right now.
Well,
Do you guys remember when Trump started to pick up the pace last year? Because I remember Hillary was leading for a while, and then at the end he lit up. Because it's 131 to 92 right now.
that's because they haven't called Florida and Georgia, and they should have.
Guys, I have news for you.
Yes.
Yes.
No matter how hard people vote tonight, the government is gonna win.
True.
You know, as Roman's wife would say, we're all gonna die anyway.
Yeah, I just don't want the government to be the one to kill me. Fuck them.
They won't. You're in Mexico. Your chances are a lot higher for something else to happen.
Let your liver kill you.
It'll be one of those anarcho-capitalist organizations around the country.
I mean,
That'll probably kill you.
I have a few houses down there. I can just pop on down, help you out, and come back. I mean, whatever. It's fine.
Oh,
Not premeditated, not doing it. Sorry.
Actually,
That's
Dan,
like cartel
Dan better
member
watch
over
out.
here. Vacation homes in Mexico and shit.
Dan better watch out before the U.S. military goes to fight the cartels and flattens all of Mexico.
I can't. I need to go now for legal liability. This was really fun. I'll see you all in prison.
I hope we're cellmates.
I love how you're like a ladybug tonight. That's perfect.
Wait, you're gonna let them take you alive?
I mean, if there's vodka, whatever, it's fine.
I don't know if there's vodka in prison. There's
Did
a
you
lot
say
of.
vodka?
You can make your own vodka in prison.
Yeah, but it's probably gonna kill you. It's probably full of methanol.
Yeah, but I guess you'll die happy.
At this point in the election cycle, as a candidate, I think prison would be a great vacation.
I think
Yeah,
I'd
for
rather
all these fucking
die throwing
libertarians.
down with the guards.
A great vacation full of COVID.
Oh yeah, that. I've already had it. It's fine. Oh god, I had a child invading.
Oh, hello, baby.
Oh,
Cora, what are you doing?
I love babies.
Oh, she's getting the dog out of the kennel. She's not. She doesn't have pants on though, so you can't. Look at her.
Apparently, Predict It crashed.
And with that, I will see you later. I gotta get ready for my other thing.
Catch
I'll
you
be-
later.
adios.
Bye.
Now we're back to torturing the other poor soul.
I know. Stop torturing me, guys.
Yeah, hey, Myra. So I have a very serious question to ask you.
Okay.
What is that thing mounted on your wall to your left?
Okay, so I have two Maine Coons, and they have a play yard on my wall. I don't know if you can see it.
Oh, okay.
So
My mom
on
has
my
one.
That's why your
wall-
lighting looks so nice. You have like all kinds of like cool lighting set up there.
I know, it's super fun.
You
So
should
my-
know this, Eric. Myra is Cheryl's favorite, so you better be nice to her.
I was just asking. I didn't know what it was. I just saw this big round thing mounted to
Yeah.
the wall, and I had to ask.
Yeah, so I have two very large cats, and when I made my Liberty room, the Liberty lair, I had to make a wall for my cats to climb on.
Oh.
So I don't. It's kind of dark. You can't really see, but I have like legalized recreational plutonium back
Nice.
there, and I've got my road.
The road. Is that Ron Paul?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, there's a Ron Paul picture back there. Yes.
Why does she hesitate?
Well, yeah. Why are you so nervous?
I have one of those farm pictures that says in this home we ask for a warrant. Yeah, it's a good time. Oh, I
Nice.
I have a
So-
Sheldon Believer pillow that my dog has.
So you moved your microphone, I think, because you're really quiet now.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think when you were moving things around, you moved your microphone away from you.
is that better?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
So do we want to do an update real quick?
Yeah, let's
No.
do an
Because
update.
things have changed.
I really don't care.
You're drunk enough. We're there. So Florida and Georgia should have been called already. North Carolina, Trump is really chipping it away at the lead. Virginia, I still don't fucking understand because it's not getting closer. Like the vote count is still about 30 or 300,000. So I just don't get it. PA, they're just now starting to count actual ballots and it's tightening up pretty quick. Ohio just started inching to Trump. Michigan is strangely Trump. Like, I'm not exactly sure how that's happening this dramatically so far. Wisconsin is starting to get a real vote total, and Trump is winning, even though a lot of the bigger cities have come in. And so they were talking about Kenosha was going to swing this election for very obvious reasons, and it looks like that's happening.
Oh, Jesus, you're right. Yeah, it's a 33% of votes reported, and Trump's up 2-1.
Yeah. Minnesota is holding Biden. It looks like that's Minneapolis is the big part of that. So we'll see how that actually plays out. Getting nothing from Iowa. I don't know why it hasn't come in yet. Missouri is slightly trending Biden, but it's big cities.
Zach, the polls in Iowa close later than everywhere else.
That's right.
So they're closing in 15 minutes.
So Kansas and Texas are starting to go Trump despite being blue early. So I think those are going to end up going red. Colorado, I think, was a foregone conclusion, as was New Mexico. Those are going to go blue. So we're kind of waiting on Nevada and Arizona are going to be interesting. And then we're waiting to see how these 5 states finish because that's the election.
So do we think that either side will start a riot or?
Oh, the Democrat, Antifa definitely will.
I hope they do. It's going to be so entertaining.
I think they both will.
Yeah. I think it's possible if Trump loses that some of the right wing starts to riot. I do think that's possible.
See, and the problem is nobody can think of the right solution here. So the right solution is we pick the crappiest city that we can think of, and we tell Antifa and like all the, whatever neo-Nazi militias, whoever, they just like
Proud Boys.
Yeah, Proud Boys. Like, look, just go to the city. You guys fight it out. Last man standing emerges victorious. Nope, we won't charge you with a crime. Just don't hurt anybody else, and we don't care. So, like, let's send them to somewhere crappy, like Cleveland,
Camden.
Yeah, Camden.
But those crappy cities, they can't afford to have their businesses burned.
We'll move them out. Like, Antifa.
We will pay for business owners to have a business in a better place.
Yeah, we'll just.
That's a good use of tax money.
That's damn good use.
There's a ticket price. People that want to go in the city. No. I mean the people that want to compete, like the Antifa and the Proud Boys and everything. They pay to get into the city, and that money goes to the people in the city.
Look, and then we pay-per-view it, $150 per day to watch. Like,
that's too much.
Yeah, pay-per-view is that much. It's like 50.
Okay,
30.
But look, no, this is people actually killing each other. Like, I think
30.
folks would pay a premium.
20 to watch a fight, 30 for death. 30.
Okay, 30, but still $30. You find 10 million people around the world that want to watch that. Now you can move every business out of Cleveland. There's like 20 people there anyways, so who cares? And then with everybody wins.
Can we just have death race happen in real life?
That's what we're doing.
I do want to point out Donald Rainwater's vote total is going up. He's at 12.8 now, so I think the best case scenario is he gets a really good surge and ends up half of the Democrat, which would be really good.
Can we talk about where the libertarians are at right now?
Yeah, so that Donald Rainwater is the libertarian candidate for governor. So that's what I was going to do next.
Hang on a second. I'm on Fox News, and they have this thing where like you can see the 2020 live,
right now,
but then you can also switch it to 2016.
Mm-hmm.
And like see, like, so you can compare where it is.
Yeah.
And out of all the counties that are complete, that all the votes are in at this point, I think that's what they mean when they're solid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 100%. It looks the same. It looks like the same fucking map. So like we still have like all these. I mean, like even Texas, right? There's a couple blue cities coming. This is the same fucking cities that were blue in 2016.
Yeah, there's not there was a lot of expected changes, but it didn't happen.
Yeah, like this looks like the same fucking map. Like, so it's gonna be the same fucking thing, guys.
So
that's Kentucky that you're showing.
Sorry.
Yeah, Kentucky, Brad Barron running for Senate is at 4%, which I think is a little underperforming what they wanted, but still a respectable showing. Where else did we have a lot of people? It was Arkansas, right? Senate was a big one.
Yes.
Our guy has 34 and a third.
Wow, he's gone up. He was more like 20%, but last time
so he's they must have gotten. He won two fucking counties. Look at that.
That's amazing.
Bravo.
Good.
Oh wow.
Ballot access, baby.
That's awesome. Great job, Ricky. You are the man.
That is really good.
What are some other? I know Oklahoma had a bunch. Let's go check on Oklahoma. Joe is at 1.5 in Oklahoma. Robert Murphy is at 2.1, so he's slightly outperforming the ticket. And then no one.
Alaska. I
like how other parties.
Alaska's going to be. Alaska's not even close yet. So again, I don't like this guy, but he's at 3%.
Oh, he's a 3%er. Awesome. I didn't know we have one in the race.
And Bob White is at 3.4%. This is in Oklahoma. So Oklahoma was very proud of the number of candidates they put up, as was Kansas. So we're going to check on them next. Jason Buckley, 4.5% in a three-way race. That is very good. In the House, Kansas doesn't have a lot of districts either. No one in the first. In the second, 3.7 for Robert Gerard. In the third, Steve Hoey has 2.7. In the fourth, there isn't a Libertarian. Nebraska, I know that we had. Gene is still at 6.2. Man, that is a very good total. House.
I'm actually really scared when they start to show my poll results. Like, what if I do worse than last time?
Doesn't matter.
I can understand that fear.
You do it again, and you do it again, and you do it again until the fucking government goes away. That's what you do.
Again to do it again.
So I can't possibly believe that. So I can't possibly believe that Jeff Fortenberry is going to lose this, but he is definitely down. I'm surprised that Don Bacon is leading as much as he is. The Libertarian is at 2.8. And then
looks like it's really close.
What's that?
Texas is looking like it's really close.
For what? For president?
Yeah.
It is. But it's so okay, actually it's widening quickly as they get further and further west. Biden was up by about 5% when the night started, and it's just starting to swing the other way now.
Yeah, it's like very close.
But it's bluer than Republicans are happy with. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Joe is at 1%. I wonder, do we have a Libertarian in the? Oh, Kerry, yeah, he's at 1.7. Good for him.
Nice.
He's a great guy.
150,000. That's pretty good.
Crenshaw one. That's sad. So I really don't like Elliott. I just want to point that out for anyone watching. But he got 1.4, so good for him.
What? Don't be hating
on him on my show. That's probably the one reason he didn't win.
Because you had him on your show?
No, I offered him, and it just never happened. That's definitely the reason why people were like, I'm not going to vote for that guy. He hasn't been on the Taxation and Stuff show.
Yeah, he wasn't on the show.
So it looks like the Libertarians in Texas are vastly outperforming the top of the ticket, which I think we all expected given how polarizing elections are.
And how fucking awesome Texas is.
PA is confusing. It's like almost the whole state is red, and Biden's up by like 6 points.
Yeah, so
all those people are in Philadelphia.
Biden came in with a big built-in lead from early voting.
That's true.
As the day votes come in, Trump is tightening the race.
That's true.
But Joe is doing really good at 3.5 in that state.
Are you trying to say Trump voters don't know how to operate the post office?
They don't trust the post office.
Don't trust it.
I don't trust the
Trump
post
was
office
telling
either.
all of his people, do not mail in vote. Go and vote early or wait till election day. And they did. That's why we're seeing these weird swings.
Inject yourself with bleach.
And inject yourself with bleach, yes.
While you're at it.
At the polls, in the booth.
I know there had to be some more libertarians, and because there's no way Steve was going to let that state not have a ton of libertarians running. So let's look at their down ballot. Man, not as many as I would have hoped. Steve, what are you doing, man? Does Pennsylvania have one of those things where they only put 2 people on the ballot in the, like you have to get through a primary or something? Anyone know?
Jungle primary? I
don't know. Oh, so I have some good news coming out of my neck of the woods.
Yes, Maryland. Let's look.
Well, no, so this is a local race.
Yeah.
So my basically one of the candidates for Board of Education was texting and driving and almost killed somebody about a year ago. And she was also the person who wrote the policy preventing students from using cell phones in classrooms because they were too distracting. And so it looks like she is well on par to completely lose her race.
Great.
And be kicked off of the Board of Education. So that's some good news for my neck of the woods. Hypocrisy doesn't pay.
So Joe is in Maryland. Joe is polling at 1.7 so far.
I'm one of those votes.
Yay.
So this is Maine. I'm 9% reporting. Joe's at 1.9. Trump's strangely carrying the state so far. I'm gonna guess that's not gonna hold. But
Does
Maine
anyone even live in Maine?
Maine is like Nebraska. They split their electoral college votes, 2 if you win the whole state, and then 1 for each congressional district. And then we want to check on New Hampshire because there's a bunch of libertarians there as well. Joe's at 1.7. Justin is still vastly outperforming her. Zachary Dumont is about where Justin is, and so is Andrew Olding. Just for shiggles, what's going on in New York?
Oh yeah, we need to check on Queter's race.
Oh,
where's Tom?
Well, he ran for state senate, so I wouldn't be able to pull that up. He was on here earlier and then disconnected.
Oh, I missed him.
I'm gonna find somewhere that has them.
Man, libertarians just do not do well in New York. It's painful. Let's go see if we can find.
Why is New York such a funny shape?
What do you know? What state district he's running?
Dwayne is at 1%. God, that is disappointing.
So I'm trying to watch my local ticker to see where I'm coming in at because.
What's your race again?
In 2 minutes. What's that?
What's your race again? What?
Iowa State House 70, District 70.
Oh, I'm too drunk.
Oh.
I don't understand this. Where's all the other people running?
What other people?
Like I'm trying to find Queter's race.
Oh, okay, here it is. I found him. So, I mean, he's at 12.25%.
That's great.
Is that a 2-way or a 3-way?
It's a 4-way race.
Oh, buddy, that's a great.
What do the other numbers look like?
Well, the Republicans at 50%, Constitution Party 4.72, Independent at 7%, and then Keeter at 12.25%.
So he's the highest of the minority
Yeah,
candidates.
he's the number one loser.
If you're not first, you're last. That's great. He worked hard. I'm really glad that
He really did.
he got as good of a result as he did.
Yeah.
Now, to be fair, though, too, they're only reporting like 6 out of 210 districts. So there's a lot more votes to count.
Hopefully
Well,
it improves.
Which you have a map you can show?
So this is from the well, here, if
Throw the link in the private chat. I'll pull it up.
Because the districts like around where he lives are supposed to be doing much better for him. If those aren't in yet.
So this is from the New York State election results up here. So I mean, he's doing pretty good.
Where's the 10,000 votes? That's good. Where does it show the districts?
So right up here it says election districts reporting 6 out of 210.
Oh, it doesn't tell you which ones.
Yeah, it doesn't tell me exactly which ones though.
Fucking government counting websites.
Yeah, look. Here's all you need to know about how bad the government is. This is the official government website, and then like here's the private sector. live updates, and then
but you're using 538, so you're getting bad data anyway.
Yeah, garbage in, garbage out. We all know that, but still. Okay.
So funny.
Yeah, imagine if those assholes from the private sector had to build roads.
Oh, shit. Which state is it? I think, is it Kansas that just declared? No, were they? I think a state just declared, but I don't know which one it was.
They declared what? Bankruptcy? Independence?
I wish.
Sovereignty?
Kansas
did
won.
just declare. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, it's Kansas.
Yeah, Trump got in the lead and he's starting to run away with it. It looks like.
Kansas is done.
Yeah,
so
Texas
you guys
is
realize
widening as well.
it's still only 7:00 in California.
Yeah.
How come some of
Hawaii's? Nobody even waits for Hawaii. They just announce the winner before Hawaii.
Because by the time Hawaii is done, we know who won.
Yeah, and they've been Democrat since Reagan. So.
Yeah, but that's just rude. Like you don't start your dessert until everyone else finishes dinner.
Yes, you do. Don't? You start your dessert first. That's how you eat a real meal.
I start my dessert before anyone else even gets their food.
Yeah, hell yeah. I mean, look, my dessert's sitting upstairs watching the podcast, so like
it's in my best self-interest, bro. That's how we do it out here. How come some states they have like 1% reporting and they still declare? Is that like some law there or something?
No, they just already know who's going to win. Like Nebraska didn't even have results, and they knew Trump was going to win.
Yeah, like Wyoming, it says 1% reporting. And it says
well, everyone knows who's going to win Wyoming. That's just the thing.
It's like Maryland. Like the board, the state website hasn't actually reported any results, and they already declared it Biden.
Utah's just popped to he's lead. He's two for one.
Is that even legal though?
Look. In Maryland,
this isn't like legally saying that they won. This is media outlets saying, well, there's no way that this other candidate can win, so we're going to call it.
So it's not the government saying it.
No. But look, just to be fair, like at least once a year, Maryland, we have 2 or 3 like elected like politicians like indicted for bribery, corruption, and we've been on like a 5-year trend on this. So like, it could be our government.
Trump just took the lead in Pennsylvania and Ohio.
Oh my. Oh, he did, didn't he?
Oh man, that is a huge vote lead.
Where? In Ohio?
Yeah, dude, I think Ohio's about to get called, man.
Depends on which counties are reported all the way or not. That's always what it comes down to. I have to go back to my
Michigan is widening for Trump. Wisconsin is widening for Trump.
Yeah.
It's just such a weird phrase.
I know, because Michigan's finally relaxing
open for
so that Trump can get all the way in.
Yeah. Back to the lubed ammunition.
Here's the thing, and I didn't think this would happen, but Joe is at 1% in all of these states and 3% in Pennsylvania. And these are battleground states where it's very hard for libertarians to pick up votes in a contested election. I think she's doing pretty good. I think she's doing better than I thought she would.
Bite the pillow. I'm going in dry.
Poor Myra. Like Marcy was all about the jokes.
I'm trying to find my election results. And
She's just studious, man. She's okay.
Myra, what race are you running in? Let me work my magic.
District 70.
What state?
I remember that because I had to edit all of Myra's interviews together. So District 70 is in my head.
Gosh, thank you so much.
It's drilled into my head. District 7.
I'm like looking at the map. Is this Iowa? No, that's Nebraska.
No, it's.
If you look at it on Google, I know that me and you can't stand Google, but if you look at it on Google, they have the letters.
Yet.
I'm even looking at.
Are your polls even open yet?
I don't.
They just closed.
They just closed, yeah. They just closed 4 minutes ago.
So hold on real quick. Just give me a few minutes. So I have to hack.
You are at 17.3% in voting so far. I think that's mail-in votes only though, because they're reporting 0% right now.
Polls are closed. Everybody has 0 votes. Nobody wins.
Nobody wins.
Wow. Awesome.
And then Jeb emerges.
Nobody wins. Nobody cares. No. Nobody's going to give you what you want.
Yeah,
nobody's going to allow you to be free.
Oh, wait. Look at that, though.
Yeah, I'd vote for nobody. If nobody was on the ballot, I'd vote for nobody.
I voted for no one.
What the hell is...
Well, I guess I did vote for nobody.
Why is Lindsey Graham talking on this podcast?
Oh, God.
Who the hell? Zach, is that you?
Is it? I don't have anything playing.
Who?
And if they say I want a lawyer, you tell them no.
Stop? Did it stop?
Nope. I'm still hearing Lindsey Graham.
Then it's on you, dude, because it's not coming through on the podcast.
I can be Lindsey Graham over here.
Oh, good. Where the hell? Here's where it came from. Stupid.
Okay. More than 4 people voted for me. I see that.
Hey.
Yeah, so I will keep that tab there so that we can follow that as time goes.
Zach.
Yes.
Play the video.
Is it...
Can we just play Lindsey Graham talking?
No.
Like, I don't care about what. It's just funny.
Give us some black and yellow.
You know what it is, black and yellow. There you go. Right. That's all I really know.
Okay, so I am going to mute everyone else so that we can do this.
Sick.
All right.
Let's get it.
You know what it is?
Hang on. I don't think I actually have sound on. Just a second. I have to redo that. Share audio. There we go.
The election is rigged. Every single time we're told this is the most important election ever, but every time the government wins, and some asshole who thinks he's better than you rolls over you for the next 4 years, stealing your money and spending it on things that will make you cringe. Are you ready for a change? Then vote for anyone else. Are you sick of having to choose the best between a shit stain and a skid mark? Do you wish you had more options? Well, you do. Just vote for anyone else. That's the beauty of living in a free country. You can even write in your grandmother or your dead cat. In fact, even 9 dogs, 1 cat, and 3 goats have been elected into public office in America. All you have to do is vote for anyone else. There are 600,000 elected positions in America, and you get to vote on a lot of them. Some only take 100 votes to win, but still have the power to influence higher offices. If you want to see real change, just vote for anyone else. There are more than 2 parties, but those 2 parties don't want to give up control, so they bought out the media, and they'll only talk about their own 2 parties. Don't believe me? Call your local media and ask why they aren't covering anyone else. There's so many parties out there. Libertarian Party, Green Party, Constitution Party, Independent Party, Socialist Party, Peace and Freedom Party, Legal Marijuana Now Party, the Workers' Party, the Liberty Union Party, the Transhumanist Party, the Freedom Socialist Party, the Humane Party, the Justice Party, the Puerto Rican Party, and the Aloha Party. Why doesn't the news cover anyone else? Are you tired of AOC and her stupid sound bites? Well, this is AOE. Anyone else? Still in love with the old senile sniffer or Cheeto Jesus? Well, you can still vote for them for president, but on the down ballot, vote for anyone else. That's right. Freestyle the rest of the ballot. You can have a communist mayor or a constitutional judge or a libertarian librarian or a green sheriff. Literally, anyone else. So for every election from this point forward, when the government wants you to vote on which ruler will control your life, just get out and vote for anyone else.
That was a good video, dude.
No, spectacular. Yo, if we can get
Mars
because
is like, what the fuck did I just watch?
Sorry, I'm watching the ticker on my.
Oh, she didn't even pay attention. She just didn't even care, bro. She did not even care, dude.
I did. I heard the sounds.
You didn't see the memes though. That was the key. I want to watch that Biden cartoon. I want to find that. That looked funny.
Oh my god, you haven't seen that?
No. Can we play that
God.
too? Let's get that.
Eric, you're muted. I can't unmute you.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Well, I wasn't actually talking, but I'm.
You guys have
What
real
is this
names?
Biden
Your name
cartoon?
I don't know. It looked like some.
Yeah, no, I have a real name. I just put this name. Wait, where's my finger? There it is. I put this name up
Yeah, this
here
isn't my name either.
That's not my real name.
That's not my name.
That's not your God-given name.
No.
I'm gonna change this to my name, like Dan changed his name though.
Oh.
I don't want my first name to be Suck though, so I really probably shouldn't do that.
You probably shouldn't.
I don't want to do that.
Advise against that.
Yeah. And then my wife, her last name's gonna be Status. That's just it's real bad. I'm not doing that.
See, I am thinking about changing my name to none of the above, like my initials would be Noda, and then putting myself on like ballots so that like when Noda wins for like the LP chair convention, I can storm in and be like, "Thanks, fuckers."
So your name should be like Nathan Oliver Thomas Adams.
Something like that.
Noda.
Yeah, then my initials gonna be Noda. Like, thanks for all the votes, guys. Like, now I'm in charge.
Yeah.
My initials gonna be Noda. Like, thanks for all the votes, guys. Like, now I'm in charge.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Love it.
Okay, are you sure you want me to do this, dude?
Yeah. Do it.
Oh yes, let's
everyone mute,
oh
please.
My God.
Oh, yeah, mute me.
So this is real audio from Biden. Like, he said this in a speech somewhere.
And by the way, you know, I got hairy legs that turn turn blonde in the sun. And the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down so it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again. They look at it. So I learned about roaches. I learned about kids jumping on my lap. And I've loved kids jumping on my lap.
Oh,
I want to tear my eyeballs out now.
Oh, that was amazing. Can we watch this other Trump autism TikTok? This sounds it's only 19 seconds. I don't know why we shouldn't watch it. There's no good reason not to.
Okay, that hasn't
What?
updated yet.
Zach, why are you going back to serious stuff?
I'm too drunk to be able to work YouTube right now.
I'll work it.
Nope, don't want that. Don't want that. There we go.
Ah, damn. I had one weak beer. I'm pretty good.
So in Iowa, Brian Holder's at 2.5%, doing pretty good.
Oh, Jesus.
Is that not good?
Is he on the ballot?
He's on the ballot.
So I guess we don't.
Is that a bad person? Tell us about it.
I'm not saying anything.
Oh, so you're not going to spill like when there's a Nebraska libertarian? I'm like, oh, I hate that fucker.
No, I don't spill like that.
Okay.
If we have a private Zoom, I might talk.
Can we live stream from a private Zoom? Let's do that.
Did you say Zoom or Zoo?
Doom.
Because
I'm looking at the ticker and I'm waiting for it to scroll back to me.
6.6.
Oh, wait, are you living in like the 70s where you have to like watch the ticker come back around and you can't just like scroll?
Yeah, I'm watching the ticker on the TV and I'm talking to you at the same time.
We have internet. You're on the internet. What are you doing watching TV?
Come on, Boomer.
Be nice, guys. Jeez.
Oh God. Now I'm sad.
Alfie is gonna beat all of you up.
I'm not even into this election, and I know that.
Texas is red now. It was blue for a little bit. Now it's red.
Oh yeah. Wait, I'm in the wrong race.
69% reporting.
Nice.
I'm telling you, it's like county for county. It's the exact same thing. It's just the order that they count the counties.
Whew, half of the vote in Utah, and it's a beating.
Hey, well, Joe did pretty good there, and Kanye.
Where's the total?
Damn.
Like, where can we see a total like across all states for those candidates so far?
Oh,
Yeah,
I can.
I want Kanye's total, bro. I want Kanye to win.
So the vote totals are 50.2% for Trump, 48.2% for Biden, and Joe is at 1.1 with 832,000.
That's not bad. What did Johnson get? He got. I know it was like 3%, but what was the
3.7?
Was that 5 million votes?
Yeah, I think it was 5 million. Yeah.
And I even had that pulled up earlier, and I turned that tab off. I'm sorry.
0%
Other candidates.
Where's Kanye?
He's in other candidates.
Damn, bro.
That's
Right,
so savage.
I had 0% reporting, and it was like 17% for me.
Yep, that's what I'm showing so far.
Oh, so I had an old tab of mine had Mercedes's election up, and she's at like 26.8%, like 3,100 total votes.
Oh, she went down. That
Yeah.
sucks.
Just a little bit, but nothing. But they barely reported anything, honestly.
Guys, if I go down from the last time I ran and I spent double the money, like, what's that mean?
Oh,
so
shit.
When was did you run in 18?
Yeah.
Okay, so presidential elections are harder for libertarians because the main parties have presidential candidates who are driving out higher enthusiasm. So our vote totals go down in presidential elections normally, as opposed to where we normally are in off elections. So if you get anywhere close to where you were in 18, you actually did a lot better.
Also, it looks like Keeter's race out of New York. His percent went down a little bit, so he's at 10.7%, but he's still the #1 loser.
Jersey just legalized weed.
I hate you.
They did.
Why?
Because we got that on our fucking ballot this year, and the Nebraska Supreme Court's like, technicality, go fuck yourselves.
Yeah, it was on the back of the ballot, and I guess a lot of people filled it out.
Oh,
I'm not going to buy it from there. I'm still gonna get it from nefarious.
Right, but
folks.
now you can't get popped for having it.
Wait, but I thought you still can if it's not from the right place. I don't.
What are they going to ask you for a receipt for where you got your weed?
I have seen some states where, like, if you don't have it in the container from the dispenser, you can get in trouble for it.
Oh, that would be really lame.
Yeah,
that's what when Nebraska finally legalizes weed, that's going to be what those fuckers do.
My goal is to have it like Colorado, like where you can grow it yourself. That I don't consider it legal until you can grow it on your own.
Yeah,
damn right.
All right, I'm gonna jump to another podcast after I take a break, and
then you'll be back in another 20 minutes.
I will be back.
We await your return.
You're the best. You saved me from these assholes.
Bye.
You're welcome. All right, love you guys. I'll be right back.
Love you too, Myra. Bye.
Yeah, Zach, why are we even here if you don't like us so much?
Well, because you're entertaining.
Maybe you're the asshole. Did you ever think about that?
I am an asshole, but I'm also less entertaining than you guys, so that's why I bring you into my show.
The low castle taking the high ground.
Yes.
Yeah, like having the high ground doesn't mean that you automatically win. By the way.
Yes, it does.
Just because
that's what Star Wars
claiming the moral high ground. Though.
No, Star Wars is wrong. Just
Go fuck yourself, Stargate.
Look, parsecs are a measure of distance, not time. All right, and don't give me this bullshit about Han Solo flying 13 parsecs for the Kessel Run.
I had this serious question.
That just
about
means
Star
that he
Wars.
found the shortest route from A to B, dumbass.
Talk about desperate retconning. Okay, it doesn't matter when it's 40 years later. Dan, ask your serious question.
Is there any writing anywhere in Star Wars aside from the opening credits? Like numbers?
There's probably weird symbols, I'm guessing,
Letters?
somewhere in like the. I
mean, there's alien symbols and like letters and stuff.
Yeah.
But is there anything English? Anything from the Roman or
No?
The Arabic numeric system?
Nope.
I don't believe so. I'm not the biggest Star Wars
because I can picture like all these like sci-fi space movies and shit where they have like gate 57 on the doors like really big or something. They don't have any of that shit.
No, because because Star Wars is Lord of the Rings in space. That's all it is. It's not really science fiction.
Oh, buddy. So
that's an interesting idea.
Updates.
I mean, this shit looks.
North Carolina is now
Zach
swinging
got
Trump.
excited, and now I know why.
And I don't get it. Like Florida is almost 4 points at this point, and they're still not going to call it. They're just
exact same map,
holding on.
See, I don't know why you're so excited about Florida. Look, if I gotta send you this map. Hold on.
Okay, so it's not. So Florida doesn't matter. I'm just pissed at the media for how they're covering this. Virginia, though, it still hasn't gotten that close. I don't get it.
The media has to say something interesting. Oh my God, Barack Obama's winning.
What?
Bernie can still win. Here's how.
I think I pulled up the wrong stats here somehow. I clicked on Florida.
Trump is now winning by a lot in Pennsylvania and Ohio. Geez, that is a beatdown.
I think Pennsylvania really screwed themselves when they had those Philly riots like 4 days ago.
Yeah.
I think that's what did them in. They probably would have been okay.
But
before
Pennsylvania is going to allow a lot of mail-in voting up to the day of the election, so that could get sideways if it's not watched closely.
Well, I heard one state is allowing mail-in up to 9 days later.
That would be Nevada.
Yep.
So
yeah, look, I'm looking at Florida 2016 compared to Florida 2020. All of the blue counties. Any of the blue counties that are blue right now in Florida were blue in 2016. There's no fucking difference here.
Yeah, the differences aren't in Florida; they are in Wisconsin, Michigan, and Minnesota.
Well, and remember, that's who won the county. So, like, depending on how many votes were actually cast for one candidate or the
it
other,
could be a little different. But my point is, it's the same fucking thing. Like, does anyone really think Biden's gonna win?
No,
I don't, but I know people.
Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this to ourselves?
Because isn't it
torture enough that we got to have Trump for 4 more years? That we got to sit here and fucking watch it happen right before our very eyes?
I thought we were just doing this to have fun and entertain people.
What is fun about this?
We're hanging out with the bros, having some beers and toasting the end of the world, Dan.
Talk about beer and.
Well, it's kind of like when you watch all those YouTube videos of people hurting themselves or like getting kicked in the balls. Like it's painful, but it's
go back to YouTube and find that clip from that show. Ow, my balls.
See, there's a whole show about that.
This sounds familiar, but I don't.
Or that.
If we play YouTube clips on YouTube, we'll get this video yanked.
Really?
Yeah, will tear. It tears holes.
A bunch of bitches.
No, it tears holes in space time.
All then, space-time.
Yeah.
You know what the secret is? You have to play it at 110% speed.
Yeah, or if you play it backwards.
Catching on to that.
Yeah.
Fuckers.
No, if you play it backwards, then the secret messages from Ozzy Osbourne will play on your disc. It goes kind of something like this: "I command you in the name of Lucifer to spread the blood of the innocent." That's what happens. Nobody ever watched Little Nicky? Seriously?
Spread it where?
I don't know. That was in the movie.
I mean, like.
Oh, fuck yeah, spread it. Dude, oh my! You know what? We need some like blacksmith should make a cleaver exactly shaped like Oklahoma, like a cleaver with a serrated edge. That would be a nasty knife.
Fucking Eric's character would use that as a weapon. So let's talk about that then, since Dan doesn't want to talk about politics. If you go to Twitch/Freak Show Entertainment on most Thursdays and some Tuesdays, we'll be playing Dungeons and Dragons, and it's a hell of a lot of fun. You should come hang out with us and subscribe using Amazon Prime so we get money for free. Because nothing is better than money for nothing and your chicks for free.
I thought it was money for chicks and free for nothing. No.
You're drunk, Dan. Go home.
Yeah. He's literally sitting in his basement. He's already home.
No, he's at his studio right now.
Which is in my basement.
Well, so's mine. I'm trying to make this work sound better.
Who's not? No, wait. Is anybody not in their basement?
You look like you're in the attic.
Yeah.
No. This was an addition put onto the house.
It's an attic.
It's like a wood room. My living room is right through there.
Okay.
Well,
So
just to be
I'm
fair,
on like the base floor.
yeah. But just to be fair, he lives at his parents' house, so that's all.
Wait,
that's
did you
just
say
as bad as
base
being in your
floor?
basement.
Huh?
If you're on the base floor, that's a basement.
Well, ground floor, not subground floor.
Basement, parents' house, same thing.
Yeah. Tomato.
I never got to live in my parents' basement. It makes me sad.
We don't have a basement. We have a crawl space. I couldn't live down there anyway.
Yeah. Same.
I challenge you to.
No, I'm not John Wayne Gacy's victims. I'm not sleeping in a crawl space. Dude, that's my favorite thing about John Wayne Gacy, because there's not too much to like, but my favorite thing about him is when he got arrested and they found the dead children's bones in his basement. He said, the only thing they can get me on is illegally running a funeral home.
That's a good one.
I know.
I mean,
or like
that is something like
the low cat
always,
is taking the moral high ground once again, not laughing at John Wayne Gacy jokes.
It's
I've always objected to this idea that like if somebody dies and you want to bury them, like you need to first report it with the government, or else they're gonna like accuse you of like trying to bury a body that you killed yourself, probably.
I mean, when Jeffrey Dahmer was in jail, he would tell the guards, "Careful, I bite." I think that was a good story too. He also put up posters for Cannibals Anonymous around the prison.
Wait, how did he make posters? Did he have access to the print shop?
Maybe he just wrote it on pieces of paper, because I think they give them paper to write letters. I mean, I keep meaning to write a letter to Ted Kaczynski. I just haven't gotten to it.
I wonder if people break out of prison. They have access to fucking everything.
Yeah. And the other thing too, if you're burying a body, plant endangered, put endangered plants on top of where you bury it, so that the government can't dig it up.
That's a good idea.
Use their own laws against them.
Around here, we just feed them to pigs.
That's because you live in Canada and there's more pigs than people.
You know what I heard, though? You're supposed to dig a 12-foot hole. You put the body at the bottom, and then you fill it back up to 6 feet, and then you put like a dead animal. So if their dogs ever sniff around and find anything and they dig it up, they're like, oh, it's a deer.
They'd be like, why'd this asshole bury a deer 6 feet down?
Maybe.
I mean, they wouldn't know who did it necessarily, because what are they going to do? Look for forensic evidence of an arrow through its heart? Yeah.
We have a hair.
Oh, it's a deer hair.
Why is your DNA on this dead deer?
Don't kink shame me.
Right? What's all the kink shaming today, man?
I never do that.
Dan is a normie when it comes to sex, so that's why he kink shames a lot.
Oh, okay. So like missionary magic underwear, got it.
Yeah.
Magic underwear.
Normie, not normie.
I think I heard of that.
Normie, not mormie.
Yeah, I was trying to think like who Who is that? But I don't want to offend anybody by making guesses.
Who wears magic underwear? Mitt Romney does. He also wears a dog on the top of his family vacation car.
Wasn't that what's it
It was in a cage, thankfully.
No, but there was the what's that vacation movie? The Chevy Chase movie?
That's every one of those movies.
The National Lampoons.
Yeah,
where he like left the dog on top of the car.
Yeah, and it like froze, I think. It had like icicles on it. I think if it's the right, my brain could have just made that out of nowhere, but
I thought they were dragging it on the leash or something. I don't know.
There are so many fucked up things in those movies. I don't even remember.
Yeah,
they were good, but
there was a really good movie I saw though that was like a documentary of like how National Lampoon got formed.
Was it like a movie that was sort of documentarian?
Yes,
I watched it. It was on Netflix. Yeah, it was like a something gesture.
Yeah, I worked with them a long time ago. With National Lampoon, and I was really excited because the company I was working with, we were doing this video production, and they were like, yeah, we're going to be sponsored by National Lampoon, and they picked us up as one of their projects, and I was like, wow, that's really awesome. And then I found out it had like nothing to do with anything National Lampoon that was cool anymore.
A feudal and stupid gesture.
Oh, hey, Zach, I have some breaking election results to share.
Yes.
Go ahead and let me share my screen.
Yeah, it's called erectile dysfunction.
So it looks like Bashar Assad has pulled out an overwhelming victory. Look at that. 538 electoral votes. I mean, geez, let's get the nerve gas flowing while we're at it too.
Yeah, apparently the Boogaloo's associated with this guy.
Yeah.
I can totally see it. Look, he has that that weird chin, where it's like his chin goes into his face. Like he definitely looks like a boog boy.
The post-industrial chin.
It reminds me of that meme where this guy had this like really big, strong chin, but then he shaved his beard, and it was like that.
Yeah, that's why you grow beards.
Well, that and they're incredibly sexy.
He didn't get the memo. Zach, do you have a chin?
I have like 4 of them. That's why I have a beard.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm looking for more shit posting memes. The problem is
I have a whole folder full of shit posting memes that I was gonna put into that video, but ended up not.
I got a few like election themed memes I could put up. I just don't know how to take them from my phone to the computer.
No, this is my whole like current memes. I mean, look, I have
I got
I have I'm on all kinds of like shit posting groups, like Dune Siege posting, like Stargate Indeed posting. Like I get good material out of there. But I'm looking.
I could read some poetry. Ode to a small lump of green putty I found in my armpit one midsummer morning.
That
so weird.
Yeah.
This says the Patriot Act expired, but they renewed it, right? They wouldn't let that expire.
I believe they renewed it.
Yeah, there's no way they would let that expire.
Yeah, I think they renew that like 5 years in advance.
Yeah, it was renewed for 4 years from now.
Yeah. I'm in a group chat, and they're the NJ Liberty Gang, the Libertarian Renegade Network. Yeah, of course they didn't let that expire. They would never do that. Neil deGrasse Tyson put out like a tweet, and it sounds like he had a stroke. I can't really understand it.
That's not funny, but like entertain me.
Well, it just seems like he's doing like a Joe Biden impression, but it says, would indeed be ironic if Donald Trump lost the presidential election by a margin of votes equal to the number of his supporters who died from COVID-19 for having refused to wear masks in public. So election by a margin of votes equal to the number. Oh, so I guess, okay. So he's saying all of this. Yeah. Okay. I get it now. So he's saying like,
but it's still morbid as fuck.
Yeah.
Kind of a dickhead thing to say.
I hope you lose by the amount of your dead supporters.
Yeah.
It's okay. We're all just space dust, bro.
Yeah.
Seriously, what's he bitching about?
So this actually kind of brings something up that I was wondering, and maybe you guys know. If you vote early, like by mail or something, do you, and then you die between when you voted and election day? Does your vote count?
Oh my God, really?
Anyone?
It depends what party you vote for, I think. One party had a lot of dead voters come up. So, guess it depends. And it wasn't the Rothbard party.
The top of their ticket also wears Depends. So.
Oh, look, Mercedes. I think Mercedes wants to come on back. That's what I'm seeing in those comments.
Oh, I have this on full screen. I haven't looked at comments in like half an hour. I think I got some homies watching. They might have been saying something. I just missed all of it.
It'll be the same link, Mercedes. You just click it again.
That's what I did. I had to do it like 4 times because I couldn't figure out how to get my... Vivaldi doesn't allow you to give camera access very easily. Beyblade, let it rip.
The answer is yes. If they die and if they send in, sorry, I have my screen.
You're good.
I have a battle station. I have 3 screens in front of me.
Oh my God, I would love 3. I have 2. I want 3.
I mean 2, and then the Xbox. But
guys,
because I play on Twitch.
Guys,
sorry, Dan.
Breaking news.
What?
Trump is expected to address the nation tonight from the White House.
I don't like that.
Martial law.
Really totally
martial law. Martial law.
Where's my AR? It has a unicorn on it.
Aw.
It says pew, 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 no pew. No, pew, 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 and no pew. And the other one says...
Wait, yours has giggle mode? Is that legal?
It doesn't work.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I don't know what I'm a lady. I know nothing about firearms, sir. It just has a unicorn and is cute and it's a Blackout 300. I don't.
Okay.
It's a 12-inch barrel.
That's what I'm gonna get.
Shush. The Grendel is also equally pretty.
The Grendel?
A Troy A4. SBW.
Yeah.
12 inch.
I don't know anything about firearms or knives.
Yeah.
I'm not drunk.
I would love to tell you all about mine, but like boating accidents, man.
Boating accidents are big.
Terrible fucking boating accidents.
Did you say voting accidents?
Yes.
Yeah.
There was
As
something
in,
wanted
I
to
lost this
actually
truck full of
say.
ballots in a voting accident.
Okay, Florida man. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Feed him to the gators.
Yeah, I'm about to say, yeah, the alligators ate them, and, you know. All right, since we're getting ridiculous, I'm going to kick back.
Ridiculous mode. Ridiculousness. Me forever. So I was on Behrman's show, and I was very goofy and weird as I am when I am nervous, and it was fun for me because I'm really musically inclined. Like I play 11 instruments and I sing and stuff. Oh, Twitch. I play on Twitch. And I have the Smule app, so I pay like weekly for rights to cover songs and stuff because I'm a nerd, and that's what I do with my spare money. Anyway, back to the news. Behrman's show. I was avenging sevenfold by taking back Sunday because I'm breaking Benjamin, and it's fine, and I like those little play on band names, and it's so lame. It's so nerdy.
It was pretty lame, but I like it.
Oh,
it was
God,
good.
it's so breezy.
You should collab. You should come on.
Cheesy!
You should come on one of our episodes of Drunken Dragons and
I don't know.
collab with us.
Am I that cool?
Have you seen our player base? You're way cooler than
Look,
they are.
I'm the coolest player that we have. So what does that tell you?
I'm contractually obligated to say that Elfie is the coolest player we have.
Alfie actually is the cool one.
Well, you know, if Fuckboy would come back and play, then
Fuckboy needs to come back.
Yeah, then like Laura could hit on her dad again. But
Fuckboy,
jeez.
what the?
So Fuckboy is my friend from Texas who just got a house, and I'm super proud of him.
But he's a fuckboy.
But he is a fuckboy.
Oh, I love
He's a Libra. That's why.
I'm a Libra. He's
Libras
not.
are the worst.
Fuck you, bitch!
My mom's a Libra. We're
I'm
not
a
getting
saggy.
into those. I'm a Libra Virgo cusp.
I'm a saggy.
Oh, sags are the
Ember.
second worst fuckboys of the zodiac.
I married a Leo because Leos are the best. Thank you.
I think Eric's favorite are Cancers, right?
Fuck you. Die in a fire. There's no difference between Cancer, the zodiac sign, and Cancer, the disease.
That's a Gemini. How dare you?
No, same with Geminis. Yo,
Gemini are evil.
Yeah, no.
My best friend's a Gemini.
No, this is the problem with Geminis. I was arguing about this in a astrology like shit posting group that I'm in.
Oh.
The problem is that you like every single person hates half the Geminis that they know and absolutely loves the other half of the Geminis that they know because of the insane duality of Geminis in period.
Yep.
Dan, aren't you glad we're having this wonderful conversation?
I don't even know what you guys are talking about. I'm like,
we're talking about aliens.
Weird shit.
Well, Dan, when's your birthday?
I'm drunk enough to have thought you said anal at first. I'm not gonna lie.
Mini black holes. Mini black hole.
Well, Dan, when's your birthday?
Black hole sun, April 24th.
Oh, he is a Taurus.
Barely a Taurus.
I would have just told you that if you would have asked.
No, I just did it off the top of my head. Leave me alone.
Show off.
Zodiac nerds are very proud of their zodiac nerdiness. Just let them have it.
Well, then it took you way too long.
Honestly, yeah, I did. This is my favorite book right now. I have not read it yet. I read the other one.
I have read that.
I read the Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. That one was my favorite.
I actually got that book because I thought it was called Go Fuck Yourself.
It's great self-help because it has cuss words in it.
Yeah, no, it is. That is a really. I actually got the audiobook of that one.
Hold on, I'm gonna check my election update.
And it's fucking awesome. Or should I say it's unfucking awesome?
Ooh, I have 3,293 votes, and he has 9,343 votes.
Tulsi Gabbard is giving a lecture on ballot harvesting undermines election integrity. Yeah, no shit. That's why she lost.
Tulsi is bae.
There are a few districts or few precincts in my district in which we are scarily close to equal for my voting.
Obviously, next time you need to come out and publicly support recreational nukes because that's what will put you over the edge.
Or just don't make the mistake Austin Peterson did and say that you think that we should sell heroin to children.
So we literally.
Why can't we sell heroin to children?
Because
ask Austin. I didn't say it.
It stunts their growth. Okay. Anyway, so this.
Yeah, but they can work in the mines better.
That's not a lie. So this one time, Nebraska voted to eliminate slavery out of the Constitution today.
Yeah, I was talking about that. But that stupid payday lending cap went up.
I don't care about that. Indentured servitude.
Yeah. So we were actually talking about that when you weren't here, and doesn't that eliminate a lot of prison labor in theory?
All of it.
Can only hope.
I mean, indentured servitude is how I keep my lawn looking so nice. So I don't know why you're trying to take it away from me.
So it's a sticking point for me because I'm Scottish, and that's how all my people came here.
I'm Mexican,
and now
bitch.
It's banned.
I'm indigenous Mexican, bitch. Don't even. And I'm Irish.
That means part of you came here the same way.
My family is full of prohibitionists. I'll say prohibitionists, but really it's gangsters.
So I didn't know this until recently, but apparently my family were before black people were the majority in northern Omaha, Scottish people were, and my family were definitely in a gang. And that was something I learned recently.
Sneaky blinders.
Gang for life, yo. My dad's from O'Neill. That's where Capone used to hang out. So, and his family owned a little over half of the city until my grandfather passed away.
Okay, so he had 4 houses because O'Neill's pretty small.
He had 6 houses, half the city, and a restaurant. And he, when he died, I think what happened is he deeded his land to the city. So instead of owning the land the city was on, now the city owns the land the city's on. but I don't know how that worked because I was very young.
Sounds like a statist to me.
Sounds like I'm not gonna say a damn thing. Is what it sounds like.
Sounds like the Culpeper Minutemen.
Woot woot. Or
Sounds
death.
like my aunt and uncle own a restaurant in O'Neill. That
Read
serves real
read on me or death, baby.
Oh, sorry.
I'll take the death.
Yeah, because that's what it says on now. Read on me.
Read on me.
I will take the liberty.
When you're not strong, I'll be your friend.
But no, there's no liberty.
Give me
It's
liberty.
We can
it's or
carry
death.
on.
Read on me.
Okay,
There we go.
Behrman.
Minutemen or death, read on me.
Now I want to play Fallout.
Oh, I love Fallout.
But why play?
I've been playing Doom. I picked up Doom Eternal. I like Doom 2016 more though.
I've been playing Diablo a lot more because I can multitask when I play Diablo.
Why play Fallout when that could be our life tomorrow?
I'm excited, dude. Fallout 4 is like my favorite game. Bring it.
Back to what we were talking about, prepping. In the
Pipe
amount
guns.
And the information in this year has given me backtrack rewind. I'm a really good prepper, I found out, because I out-prepped the other preppers I know. Like, I wasn't buying toilet paper, and I never had a supply chain issue. So, get me on your team.
So Eric lives out of his garden, so there's another level of prepper that you need to get to.
But I also homestead. Yes. My pantry looks about like that right now. Yes.
That's how I grew up. I just don't have enough room in my house to do that myself.
We bought our house because of the pantry that is in it. Like, we came in the basement and it had the root. It has the coal room still, and the cellar and a built-in dresser. And I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm buying it because that dresser's not going nowhere.
Yeah. I actually counted my jars, and I'm at like 275 for this year, 275 quarts.
Rookie numbers.
Yeah, but sadly, there's going to be a terrible boating accident this evening, and none of this will be here.
This evening.
Okay, so sorry, guys.
Why wouldn't you be allowed to have that?
Fuck if I know. It's the government.
Oh,
Jesus.
fair point, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, come on. Apparently, I pissed off a judge so much because she likes pedophiles that her freaking brother-in-law is complaining about disparaging remarks made about her.
Well, legally speaking, though,
She does like pedophiles.
Yeah, she does. She doesn't like to send them to jail for very long. And, her brother-in-law, who happens to be also an elected representative in my county, decided to go and bitch about it on the radio. So,
I love the savagery.
Yeah, so that dude can fuck off because now when he runs in his primary, it's going to be, you defended a pedophile lover. Boom, you're done.
Are you gonna find a campaign against him to make that happen?
Nobody likes him anyways. So
ask them if they need a social media director. I went in on this.
Oh my god!
I don't even care what party they are. I just want to make these people suffer.
Oh, it'll be a Republican. Trust me. Like it's the rule. Like old. Like there's still a KKK chapter up there and everything. But we'll get them voted out. Yeah,
I ran into a KKK chapter in Red Dead Redemption.
Did you murder them with your Colt Navy 1851?
No, I actually watched them for a while, and then one of them tripped, and the cross fell on them, and then they all burned to death. I didn't really have to do anything.
That sounds about right.
It was a really fun game. I just kind of chilled out and watched. I was like, they're just having a little, just hooting and hollering, doing a little, what's that? The square dancing, just square dancing around the burning cross, having a little barbecue, and then.
Sounds like a family reunion.
Yeah, I mean, it probably was. It was a family reunion and a wedding.
Yeah, with their uncle brothers and
cousin
yeah.
I hate
now we're gonna
Nebraska because we have had a case of father-daughter incest in the last year that's been tried, and they're serving time now because they got married.
I mean, isn't it good that they're serving time at least? Wouldn't it be worth
fucking
it?
Happened. That's like Flintwater, Michigan crisis level of mental health.
But would you rather it happen that way, or would you rather they got off? Not with each other, but off the crime.
They did get off with each other.
Well, obviously.
I hate America 2020.
Well, that kid gets a dad and a grandpa that's the same person. I think that's kind of cool.
That is how you get extra limbs?
Yeah, see, now you have...
sick.
Yeah,
Now
you
you
have...
have-
Yeah, some people would pay for extra limbs.
Now you have...
Nebraska is the new Arkansas?
But how does it violate the NAP? Talk about the NAP.
Did she consent?
Got me there.
If somebody can consent, if somebody is that's when we call into psychological competence.
I don't know if psychological competence is. I don't know if Rothbard wrote on psychological competence. Ask him. He's right there.
I don't know. Was psychology even around yet? Just to be
Yeah,
fair.
yeah, it was the '60s.
Yeah. So like we were putting needles in people's brains for.
I want a lobotomy.
Yeah. Lobotomies.
Where's my poke? Wait, where is it?
Lobotomies and LSD. That was psychology.
Freud was telling people they want to sleep with their parents, and Jung was saying how we have demons inside of us.
Excuse me, it's called penis envy.
Oh.
Get it right.
What about?
And I can't find my kebab that I use for lobotomies.
I think it's the Oedipal complex. What if there's no penis involved?
Oedipal.
How is it penis envy?
There it is. Hold on.
Yo, can you guys look up the lobotomobile?
What kind of envy?
So what you do is you put it right here in the corner of your eye, and then you right in.
And then you windshield washer, and then you windshield wiper.
It depends on where you're going for and how far you get in.
Swish, swish.
And because you're trying to get for the prefrontal cortex and your frontal lobe.
Yeah.
And also, which isn't fully developed until you're 25, so arguably that should be the legal age of consenting adults.
Look up the lobotomobile.
The Nevada Mobile?
The lobotomobile.
How about...
Instead of lobotomy, lobotomobile.
How
there was a guy who would go around in the 60s. He was one of the first guys to create the ice pick lobotomy. Because before that, they would just drill holes in your head and just cocktail mix you.
Fully aware.
Yeah. Well, I'm just
glad you are sharing that with the audience because I love that somebody else is aware.
Well, in case no one else knows, I'm just clarifying. Yes, they just drill holes in your head and then just put like a cocktail stir in there and just kind of Bloody Mary up a little bit. Yeah, and then so this dude
sanitize it first.
No.
That's just disgusting.
It builds up your immune system. So the guy who made the ice pick version. Was a bit of a showman, so he decided to go on a tour, and he would do all kinds of crazy stuff. He'd have two people on the tables, and he'd have a hammer in each hand, and he'd go ba ba ha, like he was a showman. He killed a few people, but crack a few omelets to create some lobotomies. Hey Myra, we're talking about lobotomies.
Welcome back.
We didn't scare her completely off.
Myra's cool.
Yeah. So
I told you I'd be back.
He went on a tour in a van, and he called the van the lobotomobile, and people would line up in the hundreds to get lobotomized, and he would just like chink and then kill them every once in a while, but sometimes it would work a lot of the times. But yeah, people would line up in mass to get lobotomized by this guy, and he was like a showman about it too. It was really fun.
Wait.
What?
Like
what?
People wanted lobotomies?
Yeah, yeah. People were lining up for this guy. There were lines of hundreds of people.
They believed to help mental. They were believed to help mental health disorders, and they were popular amongst housewives that were unhappy because it made them docile and not care, because
made you smile a lot and enjoy your job
and giggle a little bit. And it doesn't matter if she drags her leg; it's cool.
To be fair, with how shitty millennials are, I'm kind of surprised that those haven't come back.
Why do you think my favorite joke since I was 12 is "Give me a lobotomy"?
Where did
I'd rather.
He's reloading.
Have a lobotomy. I would rather have a lobotomy.
I was gonna say I'd rather have a bottle in front of me than a frontal lobotomy.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that means.
A lobotomy? It's where you take a poker like this.
No, I know. I mean what our other friend said.
He wants a bottle in front of him, like he wants more alcohol.
Yeah, I'd rather have booze than a ice pick in my skull.
So,
But
Zach,
I'm crazy like that.
I think we should do another election update because some of the numbers that I'm seeing are very interesting.
The Google numbers pretty much stayed the same. It's 131 to 108.
Yeah, because they're not calling anything that should have been called forever ago.
Yeah.
Why would they? It keeps everybody in suspense.
Here, I'll give some quick notes then.
Okay.
Let's see. Florida, Trump is still up by 4 points.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah. Georgia, Trump is now up by 12 points. So there's no way, and that's 62 votes counted. He's taken that away.
Yeah.
North Carolina is up by 1.2 with 93% of the votes counted. So North Carolina is pretty much in the bag for Trump. Pennsylvania, he's now up by
300 plus
300,000 votes. He's up by 12 points in Pennsylvania, 42% counted. He's up in Ohio by 8 points, 89% counted. Michigan, he's up by 11 points, 41% counted. Wisconsin, he's up by 4 points with 52% counted. Texas, the numbers haven't changed much in Texas. But the main things that we're waiting for really is Florida, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Michigan, Wisconsin, and the lead looks pretty solid so far.
Yep. And then, so to track the important libertarian races, Rainwater's up to 13% in Indiana, so he's steadily getting a little bit stronger. And then what was the other big one? Arkansas Senate. Ricky's at a third.
Wow.
So, God, I hate Tom Cotton, just as a general rule, though. Just seeing if there's anything else jumping out at me for 8 million Republicans running in Louisiana. Whatever. Does anyone know who Aaron Singler is? Anyone's friend? Okay, well, whatever.
I absolutely know someone who knows him because the Louisiana party's how I found the Nebraska party. So.
Okay. Kerry in Texas is at 1.8. Does anyone know how Hagopian's race is going? I don't even remember what he was running for exactly. Let's see if I can find him on Twitter. Maybe he's got results somewhere.
Ooh.
I wish we still had George Carlin. He would have done a great coverage of this.
It's a ghost.
Are you back with us?
Boo.
Me?
Yeah.
I was here the whole time.
My friend to the left.
I just came down here to say hello.
Carol, what's up?
Because I wanted to say, wait, I had a list of things to say.
Oh, dear. Remember PG-13.
Start with number 3.
Okay, so that's Eric's favorite number. So number 3 was that. Oh, PG-13. So I can't say number 3. Can we go? Let's go back to number 2. Number 2 is that Zach, I would bring you drinks all night, and you can imagine how that would lead into number 3, and that's why I can't say because PG-13.
I mean, we already broke PG-13 a while ago, so I think you're good.
Yeah,
we were talking about lobotomies and John Wayne Gacy keeping babies under his house. You're probably good.
Yeah, I came into next to worse than PG-13.
Yeah, but the problem with PG-13 is that gruesome is okay, but sexual content is still edited.
Well, we covered that too. So
yeah.
Oh, but
thank you, Mercy.
I remembered number 1.
No complaints.
Number 1 is I want to adopt this kid over here in the corner, and if he ever decides that his parents kick him out of his house or he just wants to live in a different state, he can move into my basement.
What
Is
state?
Eric already in your basement?
Okay,
No. Eric doesn't live in my basement, but I have a mattress. Do you see the
What
mattress?
state?
Can you see the mattress? No, you
They're in
can't. It's behind the
No.
flag.
Maryland?
There it is. Do you see the mattress up there against the wall all the way in the back?
Yes.
All you got to do is put that on the floor, and then you'll have a really nice house.
Maryland's a little closer to my mom's house. She's in Delaware. Delaware is less status than Maryland and New Jersey. So if I went anywhere, I'd probably end up there, honestly.
My grandparents used to live in Delaware.
Lowest property tax, some of the lowest property tax I've ever seen in my life. My goodness.
One of the
Can
few.
you
$500 a
Listen.
year for a ranch house.
Don't even start. Don't.
Life.
Dan, what were you saying?
Can you explain why someone from California would text me to vote on a proposition to end cash bail?
I mean, I was getting because my social security number was assigned to also another Zachary Taylor, but living in Baltimore. I got a bunch of text and phone calls.
Oh, I mean, I used to live in California. I'm just wondering why. What's up with cash bail?
I don't know.
Do they want like, oh, if you have cash, like yeah, are they trying to move to a cashless society starting with criminals?
I mean, it's California. Who the fuck knows?
Or is there some deeper meaning to that?
Oh, it's 10 o'clock. Polls are finally closing out west. We can wrap this up soon. I think we're about to lose Dan.
Yeah, I am falling asleep here, and I got a half-hour drive.
What?
So it's fun for me because I can get drunk and go all night because I don't work. Like I'm off Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
That was number 4.
I have no job tomorrow.
Number 4 is I'm really jealous that it's Zach's weekend.
My 3-day weekend because I got that cushy government job.
I'm really jealous.
In the middle of the week? What?
So because I'm willing to answer phone calls on the weekends, I work Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 10 hours, and then I get 3 days off in the middle of the week. That's why I'm suddenly producing content because I actually have time to fucking do it.
So I worked from June until today, and now I'm off. It's fantastic. I have no job now.
That wasn't really a job, though.
It's like the opposite of a teacher's schedule. It's like the inverse.
When are they going to update results for your race? This is really annoying.
I don't know.
Maybe she won and they're trying to hide it.
Could be.
Joe has 2.2% in Montana.
Yeah, Montana is actually a pretty good state for libertarians.
Wait, is this the dude over here wearing like a flak vest or something? Is it like a bulletproof vest?
Yeah.
Yes.
You are pushing all of her buttons right now.
Except I don't do children.
Oh, rude.
Well, I'm taken, so.
Wow.
You have to vote if you don't want to. Welcome.
I just want to adopt him and move him into my basement. He can bring a significant other. You can bring your SO.
Can she come?
Sure.
All right. She might prefer Maryland. Do we have to pay rent?
Nobody else does. Everybody else is living in my house for free. I pay all the bills. Just come live here. I might put you to work. Like you might have to take the trash out every other week or something.
I was just about to ask if I can move, but no. Yeah, sorry.
I think I'd rather move to Dan's house. I want to live in Mexico.
No, you have to move to the other side of Mexico where they don't have hurricanes.
Yeah.
I've already discussed
The
that.
hurricanes are almost over.
This year?
Well, next year.
Okay, but we have tornadoes, so.
No,
Oh, when was the last time we had a real tornado hit a real city?
Shut up! Don't say that. 2020 isn't over yet.
Lincoln.
Hello,
Okay, a city that matters.
My house was hit by
There are none
a hurricane in Iowa. I'm sorry.
Hit by a hurricane in Iowa. A land hurricane?
Yeah.
I mean,
Also,
tornadoes.
A hurricane?
An inland hurricane. It was a derecho.
Oh yeah, those things. Do
Oh,
happen.
that's a thing. Yep.
Yeah.
This hurricane that just pushed up through the Gulf had me hurting all over. I'm not for this hurricane season.
Yeah. So
But tornadoes are.
Oh damn! Biden went up to 209. Oh, because all the other states are
California,
coming in. Yeah.
Washington, Oregon. Yeah.
Yeah.
The 3 states that are going to leave the union when Trump wins.
I never, but this whole time I was
if
like, I
that
don't care who
actually
wins.
happens,
I hate them
then-
both. But now I
yeah.
kind of want him to win.
Yeah,
I
it's
kind
like
of do.
if we can get those 3 states to leave, maybe everyone else is like, let's make 7 or 8 different countries, and we've broken the system down a little bit. That is a good thing.
Yeah. All right. I might be aboard the Trump train now if they actually leave. That might have been all it took. Tell me California's going in the ocean, and I'm happy.
I think Oregon's probably worse.
Really?
Because California.
Have you ever been to Portland? Don't go. Don't go to Portland.
I stay away from.
So California.
I've been to California once. That's where the devil lives. I don't go there.
No.
California has a lot of agriculture and a lot of useful things that they do. Oregon is just useless.
No, Portland is probably the dirtiest city I've ever been to.
Oh, you don't like the human feces and dirty needles everywhere?
Listen, that's
You
the other
bigot.
thing I want to say. No. Listen, my house is very clean. It is not covered in cat feces. I just want to say that.
thought you when I said that Oregon's
wanna
covered
know
in
number 3.
feces and dirty needles, and you said, "Let me tell you something," I was like, I don't know if I'm going to move into this house now.
So what was number 3?
Atlanta.
It was something sexual.
And
you
We are a clean society in this house.
So do you want to wrap, dude? Because I think everyone's starting to get tired, except for me.
I was just about to say I gotta hop off because I gotta get up early for work tomorrow.
I don't have to work tomorrow.
Bubba, tell Eric he needs to come down and say goodbye.
I have a very important job.
yeah, I got to go do some cocaine for this ride home.
I'm glad you're in Mexico, Dan. I'm so glad you're in Mexico.
So, Dan, tell me about your availability to get Mexican black tar heroin.
Let's not talk about that right now. That'd be great. I don't need this.
Have the candidates get off, and then
I mean,
all the non-candidates will talk about heroin.
It can't be that hard to find.
It's y'all. I love you.
Yeah, I forgot that Marcy was had connections to the cartel, like from her last interview that I saw.
And now I'm gonna get suicided. It's fine.
Dan, I'm not interested in heroin, but if you can get me a machine gun or two, I would be really thankful.
Do you know something about the Clintons? Is that why?
Do they have ties to the cartel?
Yeah,
probably.
Are you burying bodies for them? Because
I'm not. I don't know a damn thing because I live in Kearney, Nebraska. Thank you.
I think the Clintons are
tell
probably
them
a
where
lot
you're
more
at.
evil.
It makes it easier.
I'm a Quintana.
Look, you have a campaign. You have a registered campaign entity. It take me 5 seconds to find your address. So.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like I have no privacy.
Libertarians, stop using your public fucking address when you register to vote.
yeah. Dan, maybe you should sell like a Mexican address service for people.
Well, first of all, never mind, not going to say that. But also, secondly, when I went to the city council to change the city ordinance so that we could have chickens in town, because I like pollos. Thank you. You have to say your address when you were speaking, because they ask you to say your name and your address. And
Then you tell them you're fucking homeless.
I love you.
I'm serious. Like, I got in a fight with Border Patrol over this one time because I didn't put my address on the little slip they wanted me to fill out before I crossed the border. And they were like, "What's your address?" And I'm like, and they were like, "Well, you have to put an address." And I'm like, "I don't know where I'm going." And they're like, "But you're getting on the plane." And I'm like, "Yeah." So they're like, "You don't know where you're going?" And I'm like, "Nope, I'm just going."
Going to an airport.
I go with the less I know, the better. And snitches get stitches. So I don't know anything.
Except for Fitty. Fitty got shot 9 times. He's still going.
He's going to be a saint.
What's there not to know?
I love 50 Cent. He's great.
There's a lot not to know. Like, I decided to be a candidate once, and that was a horrible decision. I'm just kidding.
He's going to be really happy that he's not about to be 20 Cent. Oh, we lost Myra. Bye, Myra.
Yeah, Myra left
Bye,
a
Myra.
second ago. She
was like,
moved
"Fuck
on.
this
She
shit."
Noped out.
Yeah, I'm done.
I'm about to dip too. This was
Same.
a blast. We can do this again sometime. We can do some LP happy hour again with Dan and the gang.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It was
Everyone who's on Dan's thing, go check out the Low Castle on Facebook. We desperately need more likes and follows.
I keep forgetting this is my
add all
show.
you
I feel like
guys.
I'm on your show.
Ooh,
Yeah.
we're sitting at even distributed votes right now. Sorry.
Oh, I'm add everybody on here.
Yeah, find me. I survived the great Hunger Game of the Facebooks.
Yeah, find her. Her address is public information, apparently.
Look, that's
Yes,
because
it
you're not
is.
only real libertarians got sucked, and if you didn't
See,
get
I
sucked,
left
not
the
a
party at
libertarian.
just the right time, so Facebook left me alone.
Boom.
I don't know how to explain.
The Low Castle now 42 likes.
Thanks, bro.
I
Gotcha.
just don't hide, Dan. I don't
Nice.
hide.
Well, I'm gonna go get to bed.
I don't either.
Yes,
Don't
that'd
tell
be great.
everybody where to find me.
Yeah,
No, I don't care.
I have a
see you
big
guys
day
later.
tomorrow.
Dan
Kick their
now
ass
lives
tomorrow,
in
dude.
Canada.
Yep.
But
All
for
right.
real, if you want to come find me, I will bake you a pie and I will tell you stories until you regret coming to my home because that is the kind of person I am.
Are you a Cancer?
No, I'm a Virgo.
I'm just gonna go knock
Oh,
on your door to see if
okay.
that's true. If you're actually gonna fucking make a pie and then tell me a bunch of stories I don't
I
want to
will
hear.
bake you pie and probably send you home with ammo and tell you a whole bunch of war stories of my time in Nam and yeah,
My girlfriend's from Ecuador. Can you make any Ecuadorian food?
My dad's from Chihuahua, Mexico. I'm down with the Latina flavors. My roommate in college was from Colombia.
He said Ecuadorian and you said Mexican. That's totally racist.
Mexican,
Yeah.
it's
You think
Latino.
all
It's
Latinos
flavor.
are the same?
Yeah. Excuse me. It's Latinx.
So,
Did
I have a
it's
question.
more
Latinx?
inclusive.
And did I call her Guatemalan? No.
It sounds like Trump when he was like, unlike the Hispanics. No, which way was it? Unlike the black
yeah.
community, the Hispanics are diverse. Is that the way you said it? Something along those lines.
Mexicans are black too. I don't know what you're talking
Mercedes, I have a question because my brothers are Mexican and they get like super offended if you call them Hispanic. Is that a regional thing? Or
No.
No, that's a Mexican thing.
It's a Mexican thing. So, like, there's indigenous Mexican, and then there's Spanish Mexican, and then there's, like, racism and stuff. And so, like, it's just a very complex mess of racist ideologies and culture.
well, they're like
splicing, and it's
French
just-
Mexican, and so they're all like really tall.
Like,
So, yeah, so they're
imagine you went to
Spanish.
China and they called you a white person instead of an American.
Or, like,
Call me a white person. I don't care.
Scottish American.
Yeah,
or-
so I actually get pissed off when people call me white because I'm Scottish, and that's 800 years of like racial oppression that didn't just go away when everyone decided I was white. God damn
I'm
it!
indigenous Mexican, and
There
I'm
you go.
still literally fighting to be a human. So,
I'm like
sorry about
French.
your struggles, bro.
French, Irish, English, German, Swiss, and Czech. I got all kinds of parties going on.
And with that, I
All
love
delicious
You,
cheeses too.
you gotta be kidding me. This is so breezy.
Wow.
I gotta go.
All right,
My mom
bye.
I'm gonna
I'll see you
dip.
guys later. To everybody watching, go to taxationstuff.cards and buy some shit.
.info.
That
And
one
and
too.
check out Freak Show Entertainment on Twitch for our
Bro, it's your
super
site.
awesome Dungeons and Dragons games.
It redirects.
Bye.
Still.
Everyone
Bye.
wave. Wave. Everyone bye. Yeah.
You hang up.